Hello, Klein and Ally, you little bitch.
Hello, my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Ally show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning. Welcome to it. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. You need us, phones, text line, everything open now, 800-520-1067. You'll need those numbers if you want to join us on the standby boarding list, part of KROQ's Mile High Club. And get you over to Dublin to see some Yungblud. Chance happening at 9 a.m. this morning. But if you like being high, we will get you 13,000 feet high with us as we head to Breckenridge, Colorado for Hotel Alpenrock. And today, the Dank Tank returns with your high-deas. So if you have a high-dea or you don't have one yet, think of one over the next few hours so you can join us in the Dank Tank where we turn your high-deas not only into high profit, but our favorite high-dea of the day will win the trip with us to Breckenridge, Colorado for some Hotel Alpenrock fun and festivities.
Yeah, because we want some idea people.
That's right.
On the slopes. It's important to us.
So an idea that maybe your friends said was stupid or maybe you came up with while you were high. Regardless, doesn't matter. We will hear them all.
If your friends think it's stupid, we'll probably think it's
great.
great.
We will love it. So get your high
I was surprised
ready.
this morning to find out that Vanessa was such a huge stoner.
Let's get high.
Oh, yeah. That's constantly. She's like she's one of those after-school specials, always. Every day there's a new vice with her.
She has a problem,
I'm not
man.
a huge stoner at all.
And she got a big pimple on her forehead, too. And she and she's embarrassed about the pimple. But we told Vanessa it's all part of the growing-up process, right?
I'm not embarrassed. You brought it up. You wanted to make me feel bad, but I didn't feel bad.
Of all the people to say, what's that on your face?
I had to
Klein should not be the person to point out.
I was trying to shift the attention away from me for a second. Jesus Christ.
Look over there, a pimple!
Every day I walk in, I go, I hope one of these other people has something on their face. There's been nothing. Finally, Vanessa has a tiny pimple. I go, everyone, let's focus on that.
Probably suck up that pimple in no time.
Quick, get over here, Vanessa. Let me snip that pimple. Get it off your face real quick. Lots to get into on the show today. Thanks for hanging out.
562 wanted to know if you were going to elaborate on how you pushed your wife down the stairs.
Pushed her up the stairs. Pushed her up the stairs.
Okay.
It's funny because as she was telling the story yesterday at the doctor, because she, finally, long day, didn't end. We were still getting CT scans at 6:30 last night in Tarzana. So this day was nonstop. X-rays, CT scans, casting, the whole thing. It is broken. It's a dislateral radius fracture or something. I don't even know the name, what the guy said. The doctors speak in such a way that they think us, like normies, understand.
They think we know what they're saying.
The guy's like, as expected, it's a dislateral radius, non-displaced something. I'm like, oh, yeah.
And you're like, right, yeah.
That's what I was telling her.
Yeah. And as he's talking, you're typing it into ChatGPT.
The guy walks out of the room, and I try to Google. I'm like, what any of the words he said? I don't know one word he said.
Are they going to print this out?
So then the next person comes in. I'm like, hey, I just want to follow up on what the doctor said. It's a what now? She goes, it's disappointing, yes. And I go, yeah, but it's something.
Dislocated?
She's like, I'm just here to put the cast on. I don't know what the doctor said. I'm like, got it. So the answer is I did not. But as she's telling the story to the doctor, he's like, so exactly what happened? I'm hearing her tell the story. I saw what happened. And still, as she's telling the story, I'm like, I'm about to get arrested. Because she's like,
why?
Because the way that happened was, she's like, well, I was really tired. I just got off a plane. I got back from, she's giving all these details, which I'm like, these are all unnecessary to what happened. I had my luggage there. Then my husband moved the luggage to the stairs. He brought up one of the bags. He was going to bring up the other.
Did you tell her to move it along?
Yeah, I was like, let's go, wrap it up already. Get to the point. I'm like, don't bore us. Get to the chorus. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, and then I turned quickly and then went down. And my husband's first reaction was to kind of go like, ha ha. And I'm like, well, I didn't say ha ha.
Why would you even focus on the reaction?
Yeah, why would you tell the doctor? I said ha ha. What I said is, that sucks, but it's not broken. That's what I said.
I said, aha.
Aha.
My medical bill is about to go up. Aha.
It's a brand new deductible year for insurance. Aha.
Did you get into an I told you so moment because you told her it wasn't broken and then it was, and she was like, hey, I told you that this was serious?
I explained to her very clearly once she calmed down. You understand that I had, as much as you want to blame someone, I get it. Everyone breaks something, they'd like to find someone to blame. No one should blame themselves.
Well, she fell. It's her fault.
She fell, her suitcase, the whole thing.
Why? How is she blaming you?
Okay.
Well, what is her reasoning
You were not
here?
in the vicinity. She fell on stairs.
She just said, don't you find it interesting that of all the many times you have picked me up at the airport when I've gotten back, this has never happened. And the first time that I do not pick her up at the airport, which was a promise I made to
but that has nothing to do with what
It has
happened.
nothing to do with it.
I said, yes. Do I find it interesting? Maybe. But do I find it
Whether you were in
there's
an
no
Uber,
interest at all.
It's about
they're
this-
not correlated at all.
No, they're not.
No, they're not correlated.
It's crazy.
It's crazy talk.
Yeah, but you mentioned this yesterday where you were like, oh, now, the one time I don't bring her to the airport, pick her up, this happens.
Right.
But this had to do with bringing suitcases up a flight of stairs, which has nothing to do with the car.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Usually, usually.
Why are you like blaming yourself, or is she blaming you for the pickup part?
I'm just letting her know. I just said, just so you know, I cannot be blamed for this in any way, shape, or form. You understand that? And I can see in her brain, she's going through like all the scenarios where she could still kind of figure out a way to blame me for this. She's like, yeah, but don't you think it's interesting that it just never happened? And I'm like, I'm not going back to picking you up at the airport. That ship has sailed. I made a promise to my coworkers.
But I thought she said, don't worry about picking me up from the airport.
She said that, but it's a test. It's all tests. You know the test, Sally.
I think it's funny that this whole scenario just has you figuring out ways to either blame or not blame each other.
Well,
just so you know, I shouldn't be blamed for this. I'll find a way to blame you.
That's marriage,
See, I
baby.
told you.
Just so
it's
you know.
not just I'm sorry you're hurt.
Well, yeah, I said all that stuff too. But it's interesting because once she got the cast on officially, she's like, well, I guess we'll have to reset the sex clock for a while. And I was like, reset the sex clock? Well, what are we talking about?
Are these all these discussions are happening in
front of the doctor? 6 people are in there. And I'm like, well, reset the clock. She's like, oh, yeah. She's like, you can't have sex without a cast on my wrist. I'm like,
you can when you're on your back.
That's exactly what I said.
You don't have to do anything.
So anyway, lots going on. We're back together again on KROQ the Morning Show that we announced here on KROQ not too long ago. And then people got all them tickets. We gave away a lot of them on KROQ. And then tonight is the night. So just a reminder, the amount of times people have come up to us and said, I'm glad you mentioned something was happening the night of because I had tickets and forgot I had tickets. And thank you for reminding, or I thought it was another weekend.
That's happened to you, right? That happened to me one time where I got tickets for something that was like 6 months in advance. And then I saw the person a year later and like, how was that thing? I'm like, oh, God. Yep. And then in the moment, I had to be like, amazing, so amazing.
Maybe perhaps you have some Foo Fighters tickets that you were unaware of. Oh, that show is happening tonight. And then they were just added to this lineup that dropped yesterday for BottleRock, which is a great festival that happens up in Napa, California.
One of my favorite festivals.
It's a really fun one because it's not that big at all. It's not that spread out.
But the stages are positioned in a way where you're not hearing bleed over from one stage to another. Right. And then you can kind of just weave your way through. And there's something for every, like there's Foo Fighters, but then there's Backstreet Boys and Lorde. And then you've got Somber, the Paradox. But then you got like Shaka Khan, Kool and the Gang. You got Joan Jett. You got Busta Rhymes, AJR.
That's a good lineup.
Ludacris.
Very interesting. Always happens like end of summer or beginning of summer up in Northern California. But I saw Foo Fighters on that one as well. And I believe the last time they played that show, they have a very strict curfew there. And they cut the lights and they cut the sound, I think, at like 11:30, 11 p.m. or midnight or something.
Yeah, because all the
neighbors, all the uppity neighbors get
they're like, stop it. My peace and quiet.
But then I think, they just keep, some of the bands just keep playing and they go, whatever, we'll just pay the fine. They just keep playing and turn it into a sing-along with the audience as well.
So that'll probably happen again.
So anyway, so you got some Foo Fighters in your future for sure. If you'd like Allie's money, now would be a great time to call us at 800-520-1067. We have a little Allie Knows the News action, chance for you to get $100 richer. And it's her money. Boy, she hates paying the people, but she will do it if she loses. And people are saying that Allie is a bit of a mush, but in this particular case, this time of year, she's figured out a way to be a reverse mush even on herself.
Look, Allie's mush powers is super real because she didn't believe that the Niners would win Philadelphia. And we did. Just keep not believing in the Niners winning the Super Bowl because you just might. All right? Don't believe in your own team. Bye.
Allie has the power to reverse mush her own team even by saying publicly, like, they will not win this game. I don't think they'll win. But whenever she's confident and says, I think they got this, there's a guaranteed loss coming.
I think if you're a true Niner fan, you always are expecting that they'll lose, but hoping that they'll win. And this weekend, we will lose.
We have a brand new theme song for Allie Knows the News. I don't want to give it away, but here's a tease.
She's white, and she'll probably call ice on you.
Oh.
Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up.
home.
No, gracias.
There's a tease right there. We'll come back, play the game, give away some of her money, and all you got to do if you'd like to join us is call now 800-520-1067. That is next.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe. Destination 1. Grab a pint, kiss the Barney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby when you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of ICLG. KROQ Mile High Club, Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein and Ally Show. The sweet sounds of Ally's cash becoming your cash starts right now. 5 questions about stuff happening in the world. You'll learn a thing or two. Perhaps you get paid as well. Ally is ready to pay the people. I don't know, this week, I don't think you paid out yet.
No, and I doubled the pot yesterday.
Oh, look at you.
I went against Vanessa and lost.
Getting all
a tiebreaker.
All confident and cocky, and now we give you the chance to take Ally's money. We say good morning to... Let's go to Hollywood this morning. Say hi to Rocco. Hey, Rocco, welcome to KROQ.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. You feeling smart?
I'm feeling pretty smart today.
Pretty
Man,
smart.
you do not sound like a Rocco.
Definitely
I was
I was waiting for like a yo.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty confident.
My
Rocco,
name's Rocco.
Is that a nickname? Is that a nickname or is that your birth name?
That's my actual name, guys.
Oh, you're becoming more Rocco by the moment. You got just transitioned. All right.
I think I made a nerdy Rocco.
Welcome to the show, Rocco. Ally's going to leave the KROQ studios. As soon as she's out of here, your round can officially begin. 5 questions all about stuff that's happening in the news. The answers.
Good luck. I'll be the brute.
All right, Ally's going to leave here. Get out of here, you bully. And Rocco will have a chance to win your money. And it all starts right now.
Ally knows the news.
Rocco, bad news for Los Angeles because apparently we are home to the world's worst tourist attraction, according to a new survey. What is the world's worst tourist attraction located right here in L.A.?
I would have to say it's the LA Walk of Fame.
Oh, the L.A. Walk of Fame. We go to question number 2. This actor, speaking of Walk of Fame, has been accused of assaulting his ride-share driver.
It would be Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. All right. It's a Temu version. We go to question number 3. The creator of this comic strip / cartoon has died at the age of 68, but what is the iconic character that he created?
Would have to be the Shazam.
Shazam. Question number 4. If you're just joining us, Ally knows the news action, playing for her own money, and you're battling Rocco in Hollywood. Question 4. This band supposedly is now 90% of the way through negotiating a deal to take over at the Vegas Sphere for a residency in 2027. This band will be doing a big residency, according to all updates out today. 90% of the way done with their deal. Which band will be going in 2027 to the Sphere?
It has to be Metallica.
And finally, question number 5. This iconic TV home from a TV show is about to hit the market for a cool $30 million. House from which TV show?
Full House.
All right. Let's bring Ally in. We'll score it together. See how you do. Her money's on the line. It could be your money. Every morning starts with Ally's money, a lot of promise and hope and potential, and pretty quickly into this show, we lose all those things, but you earn them just by listening. We go to question 1, Ally.
Yes.
L.A. is home to the world's worst tourist attraction, according to a new survey that is out. What is the worst tourist attraction that's located right here?
That would be the Hollywood Walk of Feces.
All right. The Hollywood Walk of Feces is the correct answer. He also said the L.A. Walk of Fame. I will accept both your answers as correct. And I don't know. It's pretty bad, but I feel like I've definitely been to far worse.
Overrated tourist attractions?
Yeah.
I like the feces down there, man. I like that vibe.
It's a cool vibe. I think the first time you see it, I still remember the first time I saw the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I was like, oh, cool. I've seen this so many times. places. Then you walk around and there's a bunch of people you don't know, and then every once in a while you're like, oh, yeah, that guy from that thing.
Yeah, I remember I saw like Lucille Ball, and I was like, wow. But then that's just such a small wow for the travel and the parking and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a reason why it made the list, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about that later. Question number 2, it's tied up 1-1. Question 2 right now. Allie, this actor has been accused of assaulting his rideshare driver. And I know that you were a former rideshare driver of Kid and Play, and he never assaulted you. I wish he had. But what particular actor is now in the news for allegedly assaulting his rideshare driver?
Ooh. Will Smith?
Interesting guess.
He likes to hit people sometimes.
That is not right. Rocco guessed Liam Neeson.
Oh.
Which is also not right.
Funny combination of actors there.
But the correct answer is Mr. Jack Bauer himself, Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh.
I could see that.
Me too. I used to serve that guy alcohol at
I have to
Denny's.
solve a murder. You don't understand.
There was a little hole-in-the-wall bar I used to go to when I first moved here, and that bar had no one in it ever. He was there quite a bit.
He was always there by himself.
Is he an alcoholic?
I think he's sober now.
He just,
but he had an issue.
Well, if he just punched an Uber driver, maybe he's not.
He's off or on the wagon. We go to question number 3, and no one gets the point. Still tied up 0-0. Creator of this comic strip / cartoon has died at the age of 68.
That would be Dilbert.
Dilbert. Originally named Rocco, but they changed it to Dilbert. And, it's that cartoon with the funny glasses. Almost, I feel like the inspiration for the Milton character from Office Space, really, if you think about it. That is the correct answer. That guy has died. His ex-wife put out the statement, which seemed weird for whatever reason.
She did a live stream announcement.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 4. Allie's up 1. This iconic TV home is officially hitting the market for a cool $30 million.
That would be, I think, the best TV house of all time. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house.
Ah, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house in Bel-Air. Mm-hmm. And that is correct. He said the Full House house. Allie goes up 2 with one final question. This band is 90% done with their deal to take over the Vegas Sphere in 2027 for a residency.
I want tickets already. Metallica.
All right, he said Metallica, too. That's right. He's on the board. Well, Rocco, you put in a decent effort, but sadly, Allie beat you in what must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ. Go ahead.
This is Rocco with Allie Knows the News.
All right, great.
You are.
Yes, what Rocco said.
I'm Rocco.
Thanks for calling. By the way, when you call the show, you don't always get made fun of for calling the show. Just sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, that's true. More often than not.
90% chance.
People were like such fans, and then they call and they go, well, that show's dead to me.
Well, I just feel dejected and sad.
I got no money and no self-esteem. That was worth my time. There is a heated discussion happening here that involves what I consider to be the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Many people disagree with this stance. Prove us wrong. We will get to that after MGMT next, Kara. You will have a strong opinion about this one way or another because it has completely torn apart the very foundation of this show. And Allie usually is wrong about these things, but she's so stupidly passionate that it gets annoying because she's so convinced that we're all wrong. And I was making.
You think I'm going to disagree with you?
Of course I do, because you've been so. You are so disparaging about, you hate all things breakfast. You think breakfast is an overrated meal. You think it's a skippable meal.
I just think it's the most boring meal.
Right, you think it's the most boring meal.
Because the options are the most limited.
And that's where you're wrong, because if you think about it, you can go any possible way, all the way up to...
You can go eggs, or you can go eggs.
False, you're wrong. You can do steak and
waffles.
You can go steak and eggs. You go chicken and waffle. There are a million ways you could go, and it still fits
but
into
no one's doing that.
Of course they are. In LA's got the best... I believe Southern California.
In LA, everyone's going acai bowl. Done.
Another option. Great. Another way to prove that you're wrong. But the point I'm making is not about is breakfast a good meal or a bad meal. It's the best meal. And if you go to a place that offers all-day breakfast, nothing's better than going out to a place thinking you're going to get dinner only to realize that, boom, I'm having breakfast. It's great.
Oh, I thought you meant like the experience of going out to breakfast, getting up early.
I do. And that's
you like that part, too. That part is the one that's asked me.
This is the part that people are accusing me of being wrong about, that I feel the best meal to go out for. I like the idea of waking up in the morning.
Oh,
and
especially with this job, hell no. I want to sleep in, man.
Going out and going to like even where you're like half dressed, like not even full. I'm not talking about getting ready for the day and be like, let's go.
Dressed.
Yeah, like you put on some sweatpants.
Just going in your underwear?
Yeah, underwear, like sweatpants. You don't put a lot of thought in. You're not getting ready.
Okay.
You know, people that quote get ready for the day. I don't know if any of us are like a get ready for the day crew. Like definitely.
If I ever get ready for the day, then I'm just disappointed in the day, and I'm like, why'd I get ready?
Right. This was me actually trying to get ready.
Yeah.
I'm saying
we're not 7.
The going out. I think there's nothing better than going out for a breakfast at like breakfast time. And everyone's and my wife the reason I did it with my kids when she was out of town, because she would be so opposed to it, because why would you want to rush through? The best part of, like, especially on a Saturday or Sunday, is the fact that you can move so slowly and lazily in your own home.
See, I don't disagree that going out for breakfast is great. And here's why. It's the cheapest of the go-outs. Usually it is the cheapest of the go-outs. Yeah, because the breakfast items are usually between $10 and $20 for a plate of something.
Sometimes
What's your order, Klein?
I mean, dude, sometimes I'll switch it up. I mean, breakfast burrito. If you go to a place that's got a good breakfast burrito, it's rare that I don't go that way because I always love it. But
see, for me, breakfast burrito is not, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go pick it up and take it back home.
Well, yeah, that's not a sit-down eat to me.
It's not.
But any of those any combination of a platter that involves, anything, eggs, bacon, sausage, another type of meat. Another
hash
type,
browns.
I
love good crispy hash
eggs,
browns.
Any way you want them. You pick your bread on this. Any one of those platters is always available somewhere.
And what are you drinking?
Well,
coffee?
That's the best part about the going out for. I think that's one of those places where they show up before they even say hi to you. They've already got a cup of.
And they're refilling like crazy. They're like boom, boom,
there's no better
boom.
refill in the world than the breakfast coffee refill people. They're there quickly. They're there immediately before you even say coffee. They're there pouring it. They're there refilling it. They're constantly adding warmers. Let me give you a warmer.
Well, the other reason I like it is because it's the fastest experience usually.
Fast.
It's usually breakfast food does not take long to cook, so you can go out to breakfast and you can be done and home in within 30 minutes.
There's people that my wife claims, and other people feel this way, that going out to breakfast is a giant waste of time because it is the easiest food to replicate at home. You don't need to go to a restaurant.
That is a great point.
To have eggs or toast. That is stuff that literally anyone, even if you can't cook, can make. And the markup, even though it is the cheapest, the markup is still the highest in that you're talking about really cheap stuff.
Eggs and potatoes are super cheap. Anything to make pancakes or waffles.
So even if you go out to breakfast and it's $40 for a couple of breakfast, at home that same equivalent would cost you $4. So that's why people are arguing that it is the stupidest meal to go out to.
Yeah, but there's also no, and I don't want to say pressure, but there's no expectation to drink. And that makes it cheaper, too, because you're just like, well, I'm going to have coffee and water. That's what I'm going to do. So it also brings the bill down. And dinner, I'm like, okay, what drink should I get? Or if I'm going to get wine, what kind of wine should I get? So many more decisions that you have to make with a dinner than you do with a breakfast.
I also think breakfast is the best of the sharing. Like,
Oh, no, I don't want to share.
Because of the way that things are served in stack form. It's the only meal where things come out in stack form. It's literally it. You don't get stacks of anything for lunch or dinner. Breakfast, you get things stack of pancakes, stack of French toast, stack of waffles. Everything's stackable.
Man, they should start stacking like steaks.
They should. Great. A steak stack?
Oh, my God.
I like the steak stack for 3. Great. They don't do that.
So much steak, guys.
Yeah, well,
I love that. Come on. It's the year of the protein. Come on.
It's the year of the protein. Time for the steak stack.
Yeah.
Just the idea of a stack of anything coming to your table.
What about just a restaurant called Stacks? Everything's in stack form.
Finally, you come up with a decent idea. Took you long enough. 10 effing years and nothing. Finally, you come up with a decent idea. Eric on KROQ. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, what's up, man? Good morning.
Hey, you're on KROQ. What's up?
I just want to put you guys on. You guys haven't tried it yet? Pastrami breakfast burrito.
Yeah, I've had every variation of breakfast burrito there is. They're all great.
That's just a different cured meat to put in the burrito, which is fine, great.
They're all great, and I think that it's the idea that some people think that, and I think Omar's biggest argument is, why would you get up? Why would you go through the fun part of being lazy and slow to get in a car and go somewhere?
But there is no
I'm a lunch kind of guy. Yeah, I mean, I think lunch is the perfect meal because you not only can, get kind of like, dinner items / breakfast items, especially if you go to one of those places that offers breakfast all day, but you also get to pair your meal with some kind of beer, wine, or, whatever you're into. And if you're, a coffee connoisseur like Jake is, you could also have, an espresso, at your disposal.
Yeah, I will say that lunch has the most options as far as variety. If there's a good lunch menu somewhere, it's like, do you want a burger? Do you want a sandwich? Do you want a salad? Do you want something more breakfasty?
You could get a steak?
You could basically get a dinner, a lunch, or a breakfast all in one meal.
I think lunch is super weak, though. It's like breakfast and dinner are the only 2 quintessential meals you got to eat, though. Lunch is kind of like
more people are skipping lunch than ever before.
Yeah, I'm skipping dinner. I'm not a really dinner guy, especially because I don't know. It just with my stomach issues, going to sleep with kind of any kind of food in my stomach just sucks.
Oh, I would never skip dinner.
I feel like most people rarely do people eat 3 meals a day, so there's always one that gets skipped. To me, sadly, just because the schedule, breakfast is usually the one that
you
gets,
never eat breakfast, and it's sad because you love breakfast.
I love it so much. But on the weekend, I will make it a point to have breakfast. Lunch gets skipped. I don't think I've ever had a lunch on the weekend, ever. Never thought about it. Have a monster breakfast, and then but the fact that some people are skipping dinner as their skip, it's crazy.
Terrible skip.
It is a terrible skip. Because that's when you're like, oh man, I didn't eat lunch, or I just picked at a chicken for a little while. I'm starving, and you get to stuff your face for dinner. That's a good feeling.
Brian,
and then have dessert.
Brian, the argument here is that I believe that going out to breakfast is very underrated, and people around here are saying that I am wrong. And go ahead, Brian.
No, it's not underrated. Breakfast is the meal where you're most likely to be hungover, so you need something to bring you back to life.
It's
Bacon,
it's
eggs,
medicinal.
sausage.
It's really in that, but you should almost be able to write that off as an insurance write-off. I mean, it is almost medicinal at some point, depending on what you got into the night before.
Yeah, and it's like you're treating yourself, but it's not an expensive treat. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to sit here. I didn't have to cook this meal, and it's extravagant-ish because, yeah, I could have made it at home, but I didn't.
Berkeley.
Hi.
What's up? You're on KROQ.
So I just want to say that breakfast is the most important meal because when you're on vacation, you don't have the ingredients. You're in a hotel. The first thing you do when you wake up and go out is go get a coffee and get something to eat. So, I mean, that gets you up for this.
Well, hotel breakfast is probably the goat of all the breakfast because of the troughs and then that. And I've told you before, I'm ashamed to admit it. I don't even know if this is the box of shame or not, but sometimes I'll eat that bread that sits under the bacon and just soaks up the grease in the bacon trough.
Really?
So disgusting.
Yeah.
Are you
no way
fishing that out in front of people?
Yeah. I try to.
Yeah, there's like a full plack of bacon, and you're like lifting the bacon
Excuse
up.
me. So
and
hold on, let me get in here.
I say this is Daddy's special bread. And, I recommend it highly. Well, people are still very heated about this. We're Klein and Ally Show on KROQ. KROQ, Klein and Ally Show. In about an hour, we get you on that standby list, sends you to some Dublin, Ireland for Yungblud. That'll be coming up. And if you'd like to join us on the trip of a lifetime to Breckenridge, Hotel Alpenrock, we'll fill up a plane with listeners, skiers, snowboarders, and just enthusiasts of all things altitude. And we will head over to Colorado together in early March. We'd love you to join us. We need your high-deas for the Dank Tank coming up later this morning right here on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ. Klein and Ally Show.
Let's do some news. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin, complete with a petty claims court. Remember, high-deas could score you a trip 13,000 feet high with us, Breckenridge. Hotel Alpenrock. It's a weekend getaway coming up early March. We need to fill up that plane the end of this week. So that means today, tomorrow, Friday, we'll fill up that plane, get you with us, and I think you have another chance to win at KROQ.com. But right now, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Are you sitting in a virtual waiting room right now? If you want tickets to the Olympics, that's where you need to be. At 7 a.m., registration opened for tickets to the Olympics, and let me explain how it works because it's extremely confusing. Today, again, started at 7 a.m., you can register for the opportunity to get a ticket. So you go to the Olympics website, you wait in this long virtual line. I'm in one right now, and then you register.
What are you trying to get? Anything at all, or...?
I don't know until it happens. So if I register now, if I successfully register, which I've now been redirected in this queue 3 times, like it says you're ready and then I press register and it just starts all over again. If I actually get to register, I might get an email with a specific date and time slot. At that point, I can go to the website and purchase tickets. Now, I don't know when I go to purchase tickets. What events are going to be there available to me. They also say that there are affordable tickets. There's going to be $100 tickets out there. They also said there's going to be specific ticket prices for locals. Again, I don't know until you actually get into the platform what is going to be available. But if you are able to successfully buy tickets, then they can send you another email with another time slot. You can buy tickets for another game, etc. And then it can just keep going and going if you want to keep buying tickets to multiple events.
Or you can just wait till the Olympics are here and buy yourself a tracksuit and a medal and just walk anywhere you want.
Seems a lot easier than this.
Yeah.
This is like, all right, I'm going to tell you where to drop the money. First, go to the end of the hall and then put it in this bag. Then switch it to this other bag. And then you're like, oh my God, by this point?
Yeah, there's got to be an easier way.
It's a miracle that anyone has gotten tickets. I don't know if anyone, because there were previous levels as well. There was like a preliminary ticket buying level, and then because there's like pre-sale, regular sale, all that stuff. So there were like 2 or 3 different levels before this that I tried to get into that I couldn't. And now this is the other one.
I've watched enough Olympics over the years. There's plenty of events that have no one in the stands. I would imagine you could, day of, decide you want to go see some trampolining and get in. Like, I don't think maybe...
Some of those events, it looks like no one's there.
Right, I could imagine like the basketball, or I don't even know what they do winter versus summer, but, you know...
You don't?
I mean, I know some of them, obviously. Yes.
I feel like it's pretty clear.
All right, that one. Like, I don't know, the flag football, the break dancing.
I signed up for ice skating. What is this?
I guess I don't understand how it works.
I imagine this is going to be for things like basketball, gymnastics, all the things that
the ones people want.
Yeah, and then trampolining. I don't think everyone's like, God damn, I didn't get the trampolining ticket.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the things that... I feel like at this point it's easier to just get into the Olympics and be an actual Olympian.
It is, probably. Just start
we got to
out.
see if we could back that guy, the trampoline guy that we had lost.
We crushed that guy, that poor German trampolinist. What a nice guy. That
Probably
guy was
a career-ending injury.
That guy was supposed to win the whole thing until he came out with us, and then he did his performance, and he fell off. The only guy that fell off the trampoline.
No, he went through the trampoline.
Oh, went through it.
Even worse.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
It is very hard
The one Olympian we ever sponsored was this German trampolinist. Boy, it backfired.
All right, Saks has filed for bankruptcy. Macy's is closing locations. Forever 21 is gone. Mall culture, they say, is dwindling. And I think some of those high-end malls around here are still popular, but your standard run-of-the-mill mall is like a ghost town. And one of them specifically, the Westminster Mall in Orange County, has become a hotbed. I love the word hotbed for illegal activity. It's now basically a tourist destination for criminals. It's closed, but vandals started going over and graffitiing the inside of it. Then it became just a place where people can run wild and do drugs, and there were people growing pot and all kinds of stuff. They said they saw at one point 60 people inside the mall just partying with no police or security present. There have been hundreds of calls to the police asking people to do things about this, and now they're trying to up security. But they said people are coming from different destinations. Like, this is now a tourist attraction for people who just want to do illegal stuff inside a mall.
Malls have, people say malls are dead, right? But they have figured out ways to bring back malls. This obviously is one of the fun illegal ways they're doing it, turning them into giant indoor skate parks illegally and everything else. But there's a mall here. I forget which mall. It's a Westfield. It's by LAX. And they've created this whole weird laser light game, almost like Squid Game style interactive games you can play with other people. You can it's not just kids. Kids are doing it, but also adults battle each other. They've figured out cool ways to take this giant space and turn it into stuff people actually want to do.
Well, I think there are most malls now that I've gone to have something for kids, like an indoor play place or a laser tag or something for kids or teenagers to do, because they know that the people who are going to malls are bored teenagers.
Right.
So why not give them laser tag or whatever you're
Something
talking about,
else.
something to do other than just buy expensive.
But it seems like there's things people like. People like pickleball. People like paintball. People like all these things. Just
put it in a mall.
Put all that stuff in malls, and people will do it.
Yeah.
Or even those.
Give up on Wetzel's Pretzels.
Those rage rooms. These malls are perfect for rage rooms. We have a lot of rage. We're full of rage. Mm-hmm. So take all those old stores. Oh, that was a Claire's. Just go in there and start smashing with a baseball bat.
I like Claire's.
And then you're like, wait, that one's not a rage room? That was their open Claire's? Oops.
And
Sorry
then one
about
lady
that.
with her daughter's like, where's the Claire's?
I'm just saying.
It was just here.
Just here a moment ago. We get into a brand new hour of the show. Perhaps it's the greatest hour of your life. It starts right now on KROQ, and we have stuff for you, so don't go anywhere.
Low 6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
KROQ, Klein and Ally show. How's your day going? It's about to be going a lot better. You're going to get a moment of mindfulness from DJ Omar Khan. He hates doing it, but it's his forced resolution.
Yeah.
He's embracing all things mindfulness and self-help, and he doesn't want to do it, but he will be doing it until he quits. Also, I have an update. I have a few side hustles that I actually may launch multiple at the same time to see which one fails first and which one succeeds. But I think that some of the domains I've recently purchased are going to set me up for great success.
It's so you to not just pick one, but to just go, I'm going to start 5.
Well, a lot of people gave me advice on the DMs, a lot of listeners, and some of them are people that claim that they've done similar stuff that has worked for them, and they say it's easy.
I thought you were going to start your own channel on Whatnot and sell your wife's stuff.
Yes, I've looked into that as well. There's some stuff that I also called the place in Santa Monica that I went by that you can rent those little studios to do like those TikTok shop things. And they actually have you don't even need your own products. You can show up there if you just think you're good at selling. And I think I'd be great at that.
You are good at selling.
And they'll just give you a bag of crap, and you basically sit there and be like, hey, I got a bag of crap here.
You're great with bags of crap.
This is what I do. This is what we give away almost daily on the show, bags of crap.
So just do that.
I have an appointment to go for my first actual live selling session on Tuesday next week.
What you were describing is my worst nightmare.
It seems terrible in there. I mean, it's terrible. But I don't know.
But people who are good at it make a lot of money.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't have a channel set up yet for selling. So I think my first sales thing is going to be through their channel, and I'm just going to be like a guy in there selling whatever. And I told them
the only problem is you don't have a channel.
Yeah, that's how it works, Jake. So they pay off. I think I won't make enough to cover the cost of what I have to rent the studio for. So I'm going to lose money on my first one.
Hey, any good side hustle, you lose money at first.
But then eventually, yes, that's how it would work. I would get a kickback commission on orders. And then that's supposedly your side hustle money.
Just my advice is AI the nose until it goes
back.
back.
I know. I said, can I do it can I hide away? Can I hide the shadows?
No. Pigman here. You got to use it as a gimmick.
Hey, Pigman.
You'll be the Pigman.
You need some goatee?
I'm here to sniff out the deals.
There you go. It writes itself.
Listen, side hustles are a lot more fun than they in reality than they are. I mean, in theory than they are in reality.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this sad story of a side hustle that was waiting on the goat line.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing real good. It's been a while since I've called. The reason I'm calling is because I had been training for 4 months to audition for Luigi at Super Nintendo Land.
Pretty cool job. The guy gets to be Luigi. Not as cool as Mario, but still, guy gets to be Luigi at Super Mario Land. 4 months of auditions to get this job.
And the reason I really want to do it is because my son's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, and I wanted to take him and, all that. So anyways, based on a lot of factors, I made it to the top 5.
Oh.
Who knew there was this much demand to be Luigi at Super Mario World that this guy, got to the, who knows, it started with hundreds, he got to the top 5 to be a Luigi.
Come to find out that this whole time, they never wanted me to be Luigi. I was going to be Princess Peach.
Now that is a disappointing.
Why?
This guy thought he was in the running to be a top 5 Luigi.
So my way was okay. The way I interacted with children was very well executed. How I was with males was standard, but I didn't get it. But
so this guy thought he was going to be Luigi, then found out he was actually auditioning for Princess Peach, and then found out he didn't get that.
Which, in the first place, is "You're so Luigi" a compliment? Even?
Yeah, you know who you are. You got Luigi vibes.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's a win.
No, but
I would rather be Princess Peach, but I know he wasn't intending on auditioning for a female role anyway.
It's just a height thing, right?
So, you think it's what fits in the costume the best?
Yeah.
Vanessa used to be a mascot at a few different places, so she knows.
At one place, Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, she was the rat.
The mouse.
The mouse, right. She takes that job very seriously. Your moment of mindfulness and some updates on forced resolutions after System on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein and Ally show. Less than an hour, get you on that standby list so you can travel to Dublin, Ireland for Yungblud. It's part of KROQ Mile High Club. New bands, new cities around the world. And that's the one we got for you this week, so be ready to call and win. And then the next hour, we'll do the Dank Tank. Your high-deas could score you a trip 13,000 feet high with us to Breckenridge, Colorado, Hotel Alpenrock, a weekend of skiing, snowboarding that you'll never forget. We did give away some forced resolutions to each other on the show, as we do every year, and also to some listeners. Remember, listener Chewy, we forced to try a different workout every single week until he lost a ton of weight. I think he was 350 pounds. He has an update.
Good morning, guys. Sweet Dibs. Just wanted to check in. It's Big Chewy. Let you guys know that week 1 is down. I think I pulled my hamstring already, so we'll see what happens. If I can make it past week 2, I'll let you guys know.
All right.
Sweet Dibs. Love you guys.
Didn't get a weight update, but nice work. Different type of extreme workout every single week.
Well, he said week 1 is down, and I don't know if that means that he completed it or it went down.
Omar's forced resolution is something he does not like at all, and that is self-help in any way, shape, or form. But we are forcing him to share his self-help knowledge with the rest of us. So here we go.
And now, Omar's moment of mindfulness. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion and be kind whenever possible. It is always possible.
Aww.
What if the person's a dick?
Oh.
Dalai Lama's stupid.
There you have it. A moment of mindfulness with DJ Omar Khan.
The Dalai Lama said that? That's so beautiful.
Up until the part where he called the Dalai Lama a dick. It was really nice.
And then seemingly hit him on the head.
So I've got a bunch of things happening with the side hustle stuff now. Also, I'm not going to say, Allie, but I know you guys all thought that the coasters for your feet, was one of my worst ideas ever. I looked into all things about toasters, including...
Oh, my God, you're still on the Just give it up already. It's not happening.
The theme song is in here somewhere, but I don't need to do the theme song because it writes itself. But the idea is that a lot of people like to sit down and put their feet up on the table, but your feet are gross and tables are usually clean. And a lot of people take the coasters very seriously with drinks, but they don't take the coasters very seriously with their feet.
Kick your feet up on the table when you take a seat. Toasters, the coasters for your feet.
So we already got a jingle and a product, so I don't see...
Do we have a jingle? Do we have a product?
I like it.
We just heard the jingle, and the product is great, and I don't see why that wouldn't sell. If Vanessa knows the crap that people buy in the TikTok shop. I think if toasters were available in the TikTok shop specifically, Vanessa, wouldn't those...
People would be stupid enough to buy them.
People would skip through those for teeth whitening, right?
I feel like people would buy them.
Yeah, they would.
Why don't they just wear socks?
There's so many...
It's like a heated blanket for your feet.
Oh, yeah, socks.
No.
Redo the jingle.
I'm not redoing anything.
Blanket for your feet.
No, it's not. No, thank you. But the point is that...
The other point is that somebody already created this and it failed. And they came for you, didn't they?
They didn't come for me.
For you.
I received a...
I'm the toaster's man.
I received... Some guy had a different...
You're moving in on my turf.
Some guy had a different idea called a foot coaster.
Same exact.
Not really. His
actually makes more sense than toaster.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, because it's not where your toes go.
Also, there's a thing called a toaster. It's confusing.
It's the thing I take a bath with after this idea.
Yeah.
All right. Regardless, I've looked into that. There's been a new domain purchase that goes with that, in case I go that route.
What is it?
And Allie, I will be receiving my first... It's the last thing I've done for my side hustle. I will be receiving my first pallet of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Next week.
Mystery palette. My mom's all into it.
All returned, unknown items from Amazon/Walmart.
That's great.
And I don't know what I'll be getting, but I put in the payment, one of two payments.
You know what? I'm probably going to be a customer.
You got a whole pallet?
Yeah, they give you a pallet of crap,
it's a
and then you
pallet.
sift through it, and there's at least one or two very valuable things. Most of it is complete crap.
Nothing was guaranteed
but
in mine.
then you have to figure out how to sell all of it, which is very time-consuming.
How much is a pallet of crap?
All items have been returned, but are in like-new condition, and...
I mean, if you've ever returned something from Amazon, you've definitely said that it was still new condition and unopened when it was very violated.
I feel like most of the stuff I'm going to get is stuff that Allie has bought, used, worn, and sent back a year later.
You're probably going to get that Halloween decoration that I gave to Omar.
So anyway, I've been working hard on the side hustle stuff, and by next week I will have updates. I mean, 3 different ones will probably launch all next week, but maybe even at the end of this week, depending.
Well, we'll see.
Jake, you haven't done anything on yours yet, so are you out?
No, I'm not out. I got a whole bunch of ideas for my new hobby.
What are your ideas for your hobby? You should have started the hobby by now, by the way, not just come up with ideas.
On what I was going to do.
Do, sir.
She's gotten spicy since quitting TikTok.
I think real Vanessa is actually angrier than the clips Omar plays of Vanessa. Like in the moment. That's a great new line to pull.
Well, Vanessa's resentful because she has had many full days now of cutting out TikTok. Her screen time went from 8 hours to 2 hours just cutting out TikTok.
Remarkable.
So to have Jake be like, I'm starting to think about my hobby.
No, I got my ideas.
But your hobby sucked. All the hobbies you're trying
It's a new hobby.
What is the new hobby?
I'm going to either play guitar, start learning how to play guitar. I'm going to become an avid reader and read like a chapter a day of a book.
Boring.
Doesn't mean, who cares if it's boring?
You are.
We care. It's supposed to be entertaining.
You just read that stupid Kurt Vonnegut. You're already reading.
But that was because it's something we had to do in the summer. But now I could do it all the time. I had to do it all the time, every day.
Reading is not a hobby. It's not a hobby. Sorry.
Yes, it is.
And there's too much discrepancy with how fast you have to be reading, how many books you have to complete. It's too tough to keep track of.
A chapter a day. That's not tough.
Your hobbies suck. We'll give you a hobby.
Or I'm going to become a thrifter.
You do that anyway.
Yeah.
You're at the pawn shop.
I have it. I'm going to go like to thrift stores and estate sales and find treasure.
Going to estate sales and buying crap is what you already do.
I don't go to estate sales. I buy crap online.
So you're doing what you already do, but in person instead of online.
Yeah, that's different. Or I can become a vinyl guy, like buying records. I could be
Stop
that guy.
describing my life. My life is not your resolution.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Jake, all the stuff you say, all the stuff you say you want to do is all the crap you do anyway. I saw
I don't
you
play guitar.
That's the only one that I like out of the three that you picked. I mean, I thought you would do something interesting like learning to sew or knit or
crochet.
Yeah.
That's boring.
That at least is more interesting and out of the realm of things that you would already naturally do.
You should crochet.
I thought I had to pick a hobby. I want to do something I want to do.
You should crochet clothes for your dog.
Yeah.
Like every week, you should have to crochet her a new thing, like a scarf or a stupid little hat.
Yeah, and you could probably sew up all those weird jorts that you have. You can create, new little belt for yourself.
Crochet and Jake would be kind of funny. I mean, it'd be funny because I don't think you'd like it, but it'd also be funny because you're not really, you don't look like a crocheting guy.
Mm-hmm.
You do look like a guy that would be
no
thrifting.
Guy looks like a crocheting guy.
Thrifting and reading and playing guitar.
Yeah, you do look like a guy.
I like thrifting and guitar guy.
All right, you're gonna. Well, yes, Vanessa.
I was going to say, Jake, you look like a crochet guy. I'm sorry.
That's right. Thank you. Glad you said that.
Let's close it out with another insult.
All right, we got to take a break. When we get back, we have a couple. Their relationship hangs in the balance. You have jury duty upon you. Petty claims court. I don't know who's mad at who right now, but they need us to settle this once and for all, and we will get into that after this.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe. Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the Blarney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly give them a standby boarding list. Courtesy by CLG. KROQ Mile High Club, Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
Need an exit.
KROQ Klein and Ally show. I'm not sure if you're currently in a relationship, getting out of a relationship, perhaps starting something new. It is the divorciest month of the year. A lot of people breaking up and going, you know what? I don't have it in me anymore. Started as petty little things, but they never got resolved. And as a result, we're done. I'm sick of it. And now we have people on the phone that need our help. And they need your help because you, as a jury of their peers, will determine who in the relationship is right and who is very, very wrong. And you can apply most of the things we learn about in petty claims court to your own either current or previous relationships.
Oh, I think every petty claim that has been presented to us makes me think of my own relationship and potentially even reignites some petty things that have gone, and sat in the shadows for a while. Kicks up the dirt.
You'll hear these people and you will instantly be like, I defend this person and I understand why they feel this way and the other person is wrong. And yet someone else will listen to the exact same argument right now and they will say, nope, that is backwards. So it's time for us to figure out what is happening in a relationship. You will determine who's right, who's wrong. It's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
Gavel is out. Let's meet the couple. Danielle and David battling it out today. Someone will leave here with bragging rights and understand that they now have the power and the hand in the relationship. Danielle is bringing her husband, David, to Petty Claims Court. Good morning, Danielle.
Hello.
Thank you for being on with us. And how long has this thing been an issue before you get into the specific issue?
Probably like the past maybe 5 years.
Okay, so it's a recent issue in the relationship. You guys are married, I take it?
Yes.
Okay, and...
We've been together since 1995.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Dated, married. So that's a successful
Since
relationship.
Janko jeans.
By many stretch of the imagination. You've been around, you've watched the full life cycle of baggy pants. They were there, they went away, and then they came back again. And now that Allie's into them, you can tell they're about to go away again.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what is the problem you have with David? And then we'll bring him on to defend himself.
Okay. He controls every light in the house from his phone. So if anybody touches the light switches or turns the lamps off manually, he has a heart attack and starts texting everybody. Who turned off the light switch? Who did this? And when he's out of town, he goes away for work. He actually will turn the lights on and off when he's out of, like, in states away, manually.
Right.
Too. So why do you think he took control of the lights? Was there a light usage discrepancy or issue?
No, he just likes to control everything in the house.
I will
and
say,
the cameras.
I only had one smart light bulb ever, just one bulb that was a smart bulb, and it's a lot of fun when you can control it from your phone. You can turn different colors off. Yeah,
I mean, the fun dissipates pretty quickly.
Still fun for me. I lost that light bulb, but when I had it, it was a lot of fun. And if you could do that with your complete lighting system, it's pretty incredible too. But also, I think it has more to do that usually. I'm not going to say it's always the guy, but in a lot of regular hetero, whatever, normative relationships, it does feel like the guy is the one that's the only person that's concerned at all about all of the goddamn lights that are on all of the goddamn time in every room when no one is home, because women, for whatever reason, with their seasonal depression, need every light on in the room to feel like they're not alone in their house or in their life.
Well,
so they put every light on at all times.
All right. This happens in my house too, but it's also, I will walk into a room where not only is the ceiling fan light on, and there's a lamp in the room that is also on.
Right.
And I'm like, why do we even need both of these lights on at the same time? It's an either-or situation. But I think a lot of people feel like, well, I'm going to be coming back into that room at some point.
So
and I don't want to have the burden of turning the light back on when I go in there.
So David has been accused of trying to play God with the lights, and even when he's not around. It's one thing to do it when he's home, but you say he's monitoring constantly. David, do you agree or disagree?
Wait, hold on. And the cameras. When he's out of town, if I leave the house, he's like, oh, so where are you going? I'm like, shit.
Oh, can't say that word. Don't say that word. That's okay. All right. So he likes to play God. He's got the app on the phone. He can monitor what's going on.
Big Brother's watching.
David, do you agree or disagree with the claim that's been brought against you that you are trying to control everyone's lumens?
I wholeheartly disagree with it, and I assume I get to argue my position.
Yeah,
on
of
this.
Course.
Well, here's the thing. So with the lights, Ali hit the nail on the head. The lights are on rooms when no one's in there. But one of the things I want to do is I'm trying to turn the house into a smart house. I got a smart thermostat, smart lights. I can control these things. But Danielle does not like that I can turn on and off the lights. So she goes, and sometimes she does it intentionally and will flip them on or flip them off, so I can't control them. And she does that for entertainment. So
oh, wow. So it's a resentful light switching situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
wow.
you'll get an
Revenge
alert.
clicks.
Okay, that's interesting. So you'll get an alert, David. You'll say, you no longer have access to light number 5.
And she's just at home on the camera flipping you off.
She's just laughing.
Oh, no, I've done that. I flipped him off when he's like in Iowa.
Yeah.
See, like in the movie, she's like spraying painting over the camera.
Now, when you're away on a trip or whatever, and you are thousands of miles away, why are you still so concerned with what is happening inside of your home? Is it your way of feeling like you're there even when you're not there, or is it just because?
Exactly.
I'm asking him, but okay. It sounds like you're controlling the situation.
Sounds like you've been together a while.
Yeah, David. Why is that? Out of curiosity, why don't you just let it go?
Because they won't turn on lights when I'm gone. So it'll be 6 o'clock at night, and the house is completely dark because no hallway lights are on. No.
So what? Why do you care that they're not turning lights on?
Well, because then he's right. There's a balance. If no lights are on, then you go, well, we're prime target for a break-in now.
Exactly. Nowadays, people will break in for any little thing, so it's a safety thing. So if anything, I deserve like an award or a hug or something.
Are you one of those people who, even if you're not home, you put on like a I'm home light somewhere in one of the rooms, so it just seems like someone's always home?
Oh yeah, the convenience of having smart light bulbs and smart thermostats is that you can turn it on, turn it off. You can set them on schedules. You can change the color. Like Klein said, they're fun to play with, but they're also very practical.
Smart lights, though, are no competition for dumb people. And as smart as our lights get and our thermostats get and our homes get, dumb people can always still outpower the smartness.
Dude, sometimes I wish my thermostat was not smart. I'm like, I want to just change it. And then it's like, I'm going back to my smart setting. And I'm like, shut up. Just let me. I'm cold right now.
I know. The little leaf goes on. We're in eco mode. Get out of eco mode.
What's that?
Hot.
Here's a kicker on this. I even offered to have her download the app so she can control them, and she doesn't want to. It isn't just me controlling it, and I'm the
because I know how to use a
gatekeeper.
light switch.
So,
I mean, she makes a point.
This is an interesting argument. It's something I can personally relate with. Anytime I upgrade to whatever to make the house more technologically friendly involving apps, my wife will want no part of the update. She'll say, just figure it out.
I don't want to be staring over my phone just to control my lights and my heat and
Exactly.
then you're just on your phone when you really could just be walking around your house doing those things. And I also think that guys, as a generalization, are obsessed with checking cameras. My dad, if he is traveling, he is always checking the camera, which is, spoiler alert, the same every time because they're not home.
Every once in a while you see something or you think you see something.
Check in on the camera.
Right.
There's a leaf there.
Checking the cameras is cool.
That wasn't there.
Your dad's right and this guy's right. Checking the cameras is where it's at.
And then he'll show me this camera. It's
All right.
there in the yard.
So here's the thing. We are battling this out. This will come down to a vote. 100 votes will determine who wins and who loses. If you're just joining us now, we're chatting with Danielle. She's been with her husband for a while now, but he has gone full-on smart tech mode with lights. He wants full control over the lights. Full control over everything. She doesn't like it. She likes to go old school. She wants to be able to turn on and off switches when she damn well pleases. And he's trying to fully control when the lights go on, when they go off. She gets annoyed by it, so much so. And he said, look, you want control. You want the same level of control I have? Download the effing app. She goes, not doing it.
Yeah, I don't want the power.
I don't want the
power.
Or the
responsibility.
I just want to complain about the power. So you will each get 10 seconds of closing arguments, and then the jury of your peers will determine who wins and who loses this battle of petty claims court. Danielle, you brought your husband to trial. You get to go first. 10 seconds. Go.
Okay, I think if you are out of town, you should not be controlling anything that's inside the house when I can't control anything that you're doing over there. Boom.
All right.
Light switch.
Didn't need the entire 10 seconds, but time well used. David, you have 10 seconds to try to curry favor with the jury and go.
What I'm trying to do is set up a house that's very convenient for everyone. You could turn on lights. You could turn on the AC when you're away from the house. And my closing statement here is, bitches be crazy.
Whoa.
Damn, you really are you going to do a boom?
All right, we'll sustain that. All right, so there you go. 10 seconds is up, and you now get to vote. Is your vote for Danielle? Is your vote for David? First 100 determines who wins and who loses. The exciting conclusion is next. KROQ Klein and Ally show. What's crazy is that we all heard the same argument, and yet people are so heated on both sides of this in petty claims court. If you're just joining us, Danielle brought her husband David to trial, says that he is playing God with the lights, and not just in person, but because of the app and the smart lights. He is doing it from everywhere and anywhere he is. He's always in control of what lights go on, what lights go off. And she has the power to outsmart the smart technology just by flicking the switch, and that really fires him up.
Interesting because this has really created a big debate between tech people and non-tech people. Do you want a smart house or do you like a dumb house?
Right.
And a lot of people are saying that this man is being a little too controlling. Why do you need to control lights and cameras when you're out of state? But other people saying, hey, you know what? If he likes doing it, it's the little things in life. So just let the guy have his little weird apps.
Bobby, who's your vote for? We'll read the official verdict in a moment. What's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, initially I thought Danielle, but now I'm full Dave with the explanation of bitches be crazy.
All right, he got you at his final closing argument of bitches be crazy, which is an interesting argument. Yes, it does work for most of the petty claims courts. Shannon?
Yes.
Who are you thinking with?
I vote for the wife because if the husband cannot do a clean argument without calling her a name, he automatically loses.
I think that is true. It is kind of a ridiculous to just be like, oh, man, anyway, bitches be crazy. It's like, yeah, come on.
Right.
That was what you had, how you were going to use your 10 seconds?
Let me say hi to Zeke,
Cop
who
out.
always has an interesting opinion about the petty claims courts and relationships in general. Zeke, we give you the final word before we read the verdict. Go ahead.
Hey, man, good morning. Good morning. Check it out, man. First of all, David, you tripping. How you going to try to control stuff from out of town, bro? Like, I feel bad for the girl. Like, she being watched all the time, being monitored. Like, she turned on the light and he switch it off. Like, man, you know, that's just, to me, that's a trip.
Yeah.
You know, like, he kind of need to ease up on that. But then also, too, she need to not be leaving the room and leaving the light on. Like, once you exit the room, turn it off. It's not something difficult to do. But, you know, just being monitored all the time, he became the light monitor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say, oh, girl, going to have to go with the win because, you know, he just being controlling and stuff. Like, he ain't even got to get like that, you know?
And Zeke, what was your thought on the bitches be crazy closing argument?
Bitches Be Crazy, trademark. You feel me? Klein and Ally show. Check it out. I'm going to tell you something. They do be crazy, but fools be crazy, too.
Oh,
and I'm
that's
tell you
true,
something.
Zeke.
That's beautiful. Well said. Nice quality right there. Bitches be crazy, but foos be crazy,
Zeke's
too.
vote is for the old woman, I believe. That's what he said.
I think that's what he said.
And I do think that Zeke's opinion is very valued now in petty claims court. I think he gets it right most of the time.
Character witness every time. All right, David, Danielle. Hate to do this to you. I don't know if this will change the relationship forever, good, bad, or otherwise, but here we go. The verdict is final. Allie's been tabulating votes here on YouTube, on the live stream, on the text line, phone calls as well. You understand that once we smash the gavel, the verdict is final here, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so interesting because we've gotten many text messages, obviously many phone calls, and on the YouTube, I've tabulated everything. And the votes right now are 52% to 47%. It's that close.
Wow, the margin of error.
Yes.
Just a slight percent.
But as Zeke so beautifully put it, the old lady wins.
Oh, hey, look at that, Danielle. It was a battle that went down all the way to the end. Only determined difference by a few votes. You both got a lot of people supporting you. David, you, my friend, have to stop playing God of the Lights.
Delete the apps, my friend.
And it's going to be a tough thing because when you know the technology exists, to not use the technology, that's the hardest part.
To go back to dumb lights.
To go back to just regular old dumb lights. But, Danielle, you now have full lumen power inside your house. If lights go on, they stay on. And, you may learn at the end of the month, listen, I don't know what your bill is now. You may learn that all of this was for a couple of pennies, and it really made no difference at all. I think we all think that turning these on or off is going to save us thousands of dollars over the course of the year.
I think with modern day light bulbs, it really makes no difference.
Yeah, I think that they said that people that spend a lot of time thinking about it, people that spend no time thinking about it, we're talking about like 11 cents at the end of each month, and I don't know if it's worth all of it. Congratulations, Danielle. You may be crazy, but you also win. She's got
maniacal silent
She's got nothing
laughter.
to say. All right, well, I guess that's it. I guess David's being left. Not even a boom. Well, listen. There's Danielle. Hi, there you are. Hi. Yes.
Hi. Okay. Can I say one thing?
Yes.
David only said that bitches be crazy is because I showed him the clip from Nico. That's the only reason why he said that. He wanted to put that in.
Gotta
He
have the last
said-
word.
He doesn't talk like that normally.
Okay. Oh boy, David. Sounds like you're gonna be in trouble later.
I'm being nice. No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
He doesn't talk like that normally.
Congratulations on the
He
victory.
just did that because of Nico.
Okay,
thank
Danielle,
you.
congratulations. Okay, there you go. Danielle, she's
All right.
all right.
Sweet dibbits.
Sweet dibbits, thank you. Well, that'll be interesting.
That'll be a domestic dispute.
I think that is going to involve some police later today. That's my feeling. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to get back. We got your news. Then we get you on that standby boarding list. You'd like to travel to Ireland and see some Yungblud. That'll be all happening. And then the trip you've been waiting for, the return of the Dank Tank. Get those high-deas ready. We'll need them next hour right here on KROQ.
Klein, a world Ally famous show. KROQ Klein Ally Show.
All right, kids, give us your Ritalin so we can get through this round of ADD news on KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Nikki Glaser did a great job hosting the Golden Globes. She will likely be a regular on the awards circuit. But the host has been announced for the Grammy Awards. The Grammy Awards are taking place on Sunday, February 1st at Crypto.com Arena here in L.A. And it will be hosted by, anyone shocked? Trevor Noah.
Again?
For the 6th time in a row.
Huh.
He is the first person to host the show 6 years running since Andy Williams hosted the first 7 live telecasts of the Grammys. He is also nominated for a Grammy this year, so it would be weird if he did the whole opening monologue, did the hosting, and then had to do switchback, come back, and accept an award and do a whole award speech, play himself off.
Weird if he lost.
Yeah, both. I mean, at least it would be good if he lost because then he could make jokes about losing.
Right.
Rather than being like, now it's all about me and I'm playing every single part, on top of it. But I never thought.
Do you have some sort of comedy album this year?
He was nominated for Best Audiobook.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So he's got an audiobook, and I think there might be one. He also did narration and storytelling for something called Into the Uncut Grass.
Of course, yes.
Lame category.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
That is a
yeah,
lame
narration
category.
and storytelling and audiobooks. Those are the 2 nominations.
Does audiobook that's not on the telecast. They don't actually put them on a TV, right?
Yeah, I guess that one wouldn't even be. But I don't really watch the Grammys anymore because they're so long. I like to watch the performances after the fact, so I don't know really what's on camera and what's not anymore.
I have a buddy who's been at a few award shows this year because he worked on that. He worked on that show, The Studio. So they've been nominated and won a bunch of awards. So he gets to go to a bunch of stuff. For the most part, I think those award shows are pretty boring. I think the Grammys are probably the one award show that would be fun to be at because you just get like a lot of musical performances.
No. But there's so much time in between. The
still a
performances,
lot of time.
dude.
I know. We are spoiled when you go to real concerts where they're just put on for the people that are there because that's the experience you want. Whereas the ones, all these award shows are put on for the people at home. And so there is a lot of hurry up and wait, and a lot of sitting around and reshoots. But I think if you're of all the award shows, at least I've been told, I haven't gone to any of them, but it seems like the Grammys would be at least the one that would have them. In one night you get to see performances by 15 different artists.
I think you get the most out of it as far as entertainment.
Yeah, I think like the Oscars is probably a giant bore fest.
Dude, the Adult Film Awards are the best ones.
Probably
man.
Yes.
Come on,
I'd love to
dude.
get a performance every 5 categories for that.
And for Best BJ. Oh, come on. I love that.
And now performing the BJ on stage.
It's just the saddest in memoriam, though, for sure.
All right, people were obsessed with Hunting Wives. It was dubbed mommy porn, housewife smut, but we loved every minute of it. And now there is another show that everyone's obsessed with. It's called Heated Rivalry. Have you heard of it?
A woman left a message, Allie, on the Go line about that show. I don't know if I ever played it, but she said that it is for you. She said that you would absolutely love that show.
I need to add it to my watch list because this is something that will lead to sex with my wife. It is based on a book. It's classified as gay hockey smut, which I love all those words, and I love them together. It follows 2 professional hockey players who then fall in love. And not only are people super into it, people are flocking to public libraries to get their hands on the physical book series to read more. Dozens of people are on wait lists of local libraries.
Come on.
And people are also flocking to gyms and leveling up their workout routines because the guys on the show are so chiseled and there's all these like steamy gym workout scenes. So it's inspiring people to adjust their gym goals. And even Peloton and SoulCycle are offering heated rivalry themed rides and workouts.
Yeah, I think I wish I could find the message, but someone did say that that's a new sex show you should be watching at the gym because Allie found out that she works out better to sexy shows than regular shows.
Well, I know I saw the guys from it come on stage during the Golden Globes, and I was like, I don't know what this show is, but it's an HBO show, and I guess now that I've learned about it, I'm watching the first episode tonight, and I'm probably going to watch some of the episodes at the gym as well. I think it's a good.
Here's a little taste of what you could expect.
Give me a taste.
Spread it.
No, I'm out.
That is heated.
That is a heated rivalry between Klein and no one.
Very gay.
And then finally, a male name for Karen has been selected. We learned recently that Jessica's the new Karen. Karen is aging out. The new name was Jessica, and we talked to Jessicas who called in to defend themselves. A lot of them have called customer service for various reasons, but defended themselves. And then the male Karen there were some names that were tossed around like Kevin or Ken or sometimes Chad. But here's a new one, and it's ironic given who we just talked to, Petty Claims Court.
The male version of Karen has apparently been chosen. The male Karen is David.
Yes. The male who just lost Petty Claims Court and said bitches be crazy.
Wow, is the new Karen. I think the new Karen is that woman who just said that it's David. She sounds like whoever she is. She is the new Karen for sure. Congratulations, David. You have been officially dubbed the new male Karen. And we make it all worth your while as we get into this, a brand new hour of the show. If you'd like to go to Dublin, Ireland and see Yungblud, I recommend you call us at this exact moment. I'm looking for caller 20 right now, 800-520-1067. And that starts now.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Get you on that standby boarding list. KROQ Mile High Club. Every week, a new band, a new city, a new destination. Take care of some of your 2026 travel plans. And I'm looking for you right now. Call 20 at 800-520-1067. This hour on the show, lots to get into, including the return of the Dank Tank. If you don't win this standby spot right now with Yungblud, you'd rather travel with us to Breckenridge, Colorado for a weekend at the Hotel Alpenrock. This place, the more I look into it, the more I go, this has everything we've ever wanted. It's going to be our bougiest getaway ever, for sure. And we'd love you to join us. And all you got to do is give us the best idea in this edition of the Dank Tank. And you'll be joining us, skiers, snowboarders, or just recreationalist enthusiasts. We will be taking to the mountains of Breckenridge, Colorado at Hotel Alpenrock in early March. But we got to fill our plane up this week so we can get your airfare taken care of and you can get the proper accommodations ready. And we'll be looking for your ideas coming up later this hour in the Dank Tank.
We also decided that we were going to do a group ski lesson, didn't we?
Yeah, well, Vanessa's never, this I can't wait for. Maybe I'm most excited about this. Vanessa has never skied or snowboarded before. She's usually snorting the snow, the powder, but she's never actually gone in the, and, you know, she's going to take a class with children. We're signing her up for an official.
Oh, I'm going to be in the class, too. I thought we were all going to do it.
Pizza, fry.
Oh, we're all doing it together?
I want to all do it together.
Pizza, slice, French fry, as Jake said. That's how they learn.
Yeah, and, you know, Vanessa has experience rollerblading. She said she can't stop.
Right.
But she can go, and so it is the same muscle, I think.
So it's going to be a great time. We're going to stop by the Walmart there in Colorado, figure out if Ally is truly a Colorado Walmart aide, as she claims. We have so many things planned for this trip, and we'd love you to join us, and we'll give you that chance coming up later this hour. Right now, though, we say hi to caller 20. Instantly make your day better. You woke up today, it was just another boring Wednesday. And then all of a sudden, we say hi to you, and everything changes. Is this Miranda in Long Beach?
Yes.
You are caller 20.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Your Honors. This is so exciting.
You are very welcome. And if we call you back on, I think, Monday, we're going to be telling you to pack your bags and your passport. You're going to Dublin, Ireland to see Yungblud, all right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, thank you so much.
Hold on. That's just the excitement for standby list. Imagine the excitement she would have if she's actually on the boarding list. Changes everything.
And what? She called us Your Honors.
I know. Fresh off of the petty
do
claims
not have
court.
any honor.
Well, you know, we have a little bit of fake honor whenever we do petty claims court, and then we lose it quickly. So if you want another chance to hop on that standby boarding list, you'll have them every hour, starting now, straight up through 6 p.m. We'll give you another chance with us again at 10 a.m. Quick break. Nope, not quick break. Quick killer song, and then back with more show after this on KROQ. KROQ Klein and Ally show. Get your ideas ready. We'll open up the Dank Tank in a few moments. Give you an opportunity to win yourself this trip with us. It's going to be a great time, and all those details coming up. Question, though, as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't here yesterday. Wife broke her wrist falling up a flight of stairs, which is difficult to do. And two interesting things have happened since. We went in, I guess we'll find out this morning if she needs a full-on surgery after the CT, because I guess if the bone breaks into the nerves, then there's a surgery that has to happen. Or it just becomes a cast situation.
Is this one of those breaks where it's not really that bad, but it's the most inconvenient, costly break?
It is. Well, the doctor came in after the x-rays yesterday and says, good news, bad news. And the good news was one thing, which was it's broken, but we can fix it. That was the good news. The bad news then
Isn't that most breaks?
Right.
Yeah, we can't fix it.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's broken forever.
The good news was not really good. Was not really good news. The bad news then proceeded to be a list of like 15 different things, which is this is one of those breaks that, if not handled properly, could result in a lifetime of pain. This is one of those breaks that may require a surgery. If the surgery has to happen, it has to happen in the next 5 days before it starts to heal itself the wrong way. So it was like the good news was like a no news. It was like no news, bad news. It wasn't.
The good news is that you're here.
Right. We validate parking. Oh, wait, we don't. That was the good news.
Oh, man.
Then, she told me yesterday she's got this cast on. My wife has never broken anything ever before. Which is pretty incredible considering I've broken, 10 things, 15 things. My kids have each broken something before. She has broken nothing ever in her life. So this was her first time with a cast ever. And she said to me, when the guy said the cast is going to be on minimum 4 weeks, but could be up to 8 weeks depending on how it's healing, she said, I guess that means we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to have sex. And I said, explain that theory at all.
Are you on a drought?
Oh, yeah. It's the longest drought I think we've ever been on. And it also happened to coincide.
What is that, 1 week?
No. This has been going on now since the middle of December.
Oh, okay. That's a significant dry spell.
For multiple reasons.
Because you guys have sex, I think, frequently. Though she says that you don't.
No, I say
you
we
say
don't.
that you don't.
And she says it's too much. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
and
so
I
you've
say,
never gone longer than a month before?
I don't think we've ever gone longer than a month. No, we've never gone longer than a month. That would be crazy. And right now, it feels
For
like...
a lot of people, that's not that crazy.
That's crazy.
On a whole year.
That's crazy, Jake. But you're also not married. I mean, this is crazy.
But I'm married, and I've gone well beyond a month before.
You're women. You're two crazies. Did you hear the argument?
We are two bitches.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that. It's a lot of emotion you have to figure out a way.
Mhm.
This is...
Well, you go crazy if you don't. And I know, just having known you for a long time, that I can tell when that hasn't happened.
Yeah, Allie will just look at me some days and be like, how long's it been?
I'm
why
like,
are you
please
saying
just
that?
go into a bathroom or go convince
Allie-
your wife or something, please.
Allie offered to let me use her breastfeeding cubicle here to take care of...
It's a pump room. It's called a pump room.
She goes, go use the pump room and pump. You need it.
Jesus.
Allie, I'm telling you, it started the end of the year last year. She was away. Then I think then she came back and I was sick. And then there was surgery. And then I had my surgery.
Oh.
And then...
You wouldn't have sex after your surgery?
I was told I could not. I would have broken the rules, but
Yeah, but they say not to drink on medication.
Right, I know, and I did that. I know, I did that. So then there was that, but then there was, and I don't think she wants to have sex with a pig man, and I don't blame her.
That I understand.
And then she went away again, and then she came back, and it was going to be go time. This was like go time. You're back. No more excuses.
Now get on it.
And then there was and I think she probably made the decision. I either have to go upstairs and have sex, or I
break my own
or
wrist.
I can fall on my own wrist. And she went with that. And then as soon as the cast got put on, she's like, "Well, that's going to be another 4 weeks." And by the way, in this time, I missed the New Year's sex, which is
birthday sex,
and birthday sex, which are two locked in, guaranteed, ready to go days of the year.
Good thing you're not keeping track.
And the Christmas sex, missed that.
Oh, really? You missed Christmas sex?
Of course. I was in full-on recovery.
Oh, because so Christmas Day you were just sitting in bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
All that. Great day. One of the best days.
Aw,
I felt like
that sounds
baby
nice.
Jesus in the manger. It's great. And
But
now
why does she think that you can't have sex for the entirety of the injury?
she said to me, "Why would you want to have sex with me? I'm like a cripple."
And you're like, bucket list.
I'm into it.
And I said, first of all, if you think a cast on your wrist, I could understand maybe if she was in like traction, I would feel guilty or bad about it. Maybe.
Okay.
A cast on a wrist.
She was in an iron lung. Maybe I wouldn't.
A cast on her. I said to her, I've never looked at your wrists. I wouldn't know. To me, it's I don't even notice it. It's like a manicure. I don't even notice it happen.
It's not essential to the sex having process.
No, 0%.
So in your mind, it's very easily overlooked. But when it's her, if you just had surgery or you just broke something, you don't feel like having sex at all. You're not thinking about that. You're on painkillers.
I wasn't
and stuff.
trying to have sex with her last night. I did mention it.
Sounds like you. Yeah, if you're bringing it up that quickly.
No, she meant I didn't bring it up at all.
Because she knows you're going to bring it up.
She just mentioned, I guess it's time to reset the clock. And I'm like, reset the clock? Reset the clock? You don't say that until after you had sex. Then you reset the clock. We're just extending the clock.
So she's just saying don't hope for it anytime soon.
She goes, it can't happen. I go, in what world can it not happen? And she goes, I have a cast on for at least minimum 4 weeks, up to 8. And I go, huh.
If you had, how many casts would you have to have on your body to not have sex?
I mean, I have to have a cast on my penis. Outside of
You
that,
still find a way, dude.
I find a way. It takes,
And I would love to hear any I still had sex tales. You know, I had this, or I had mono, or I was in an induced coma.
Right.
I still had sex.
I asked KROQ. I mean, I'll tell you right now what KROQ said. And KROQ KROQ is very. Listen to this, Allie. I'm just going to tell you.
KROQ is pro whatever you're about to say.
Hey, KROQ. My wife broke her wrist and she has a cast on. Is there any reason why we should not have sex for 4 to 8 weeks?
Most folks with a simple wrist cast can still have sex without issues, as long as it's comfortable and doesn't strain the injury. Just keep weight off the broken wrist. Avoid positions where it's bearing pressure or bending awkwardly.
Why'd you have to
Talk
pick
your
this
doctor for
girl's
personalized
voice?
advice, since complications like swelling or nerve
All right, blah, blah, blah. All right, I heard you said what I
You
needed.
definitely picked like a sexy girl as your KROQ voice.
I think that's the default KROQ.
No, it's not.
I think that's KROQ default. The point is, I've said, do you know how many couples probably have had broken? I had sausage toe. That didn't stop me from having sex. But I understand. I said to her, and this is the point, and people think I'm being an ass right now. And I said to her, if you're not feeling sexy because you have a cast on, I understand. People want to be in the mood.
Get over it.
Yeah, just get over it and lay there. No, I said, then that's a different story. But if you think that I'm going to be dissuaded by this cast, don't worry.
562 said you should focus on pleasuring her.
I said that. I said.
Did you?
I said to her, you should focus on pleasuring.
You did not.
me. No, I didn't.
He's such a liar. Yeah.
mentioned this.
I didn't think about that.
Like, if the mentality is we can still give me pleasure,
Brian,
it's not going to be pleasurable for her. Make it pleasurable for her.
Brian, you're on KROQ. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say that I had sex the day after my foreskin rips.
Oh,
so it's doable.
God. Is that an open wound?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Every guy likes...
That is a deal breaker.
That one is extreme. Look, I even said to her, look, we've had sex before and we were sick. Like, that hasn't been a deal breaker before.
I don't like sick sex.
Depending on... I said a cast to me seems so low on the list of things. And she said the same type of freak that would be into this is the people that would like to have sex when the person's, like, super pregnant. And I'm like, I think we did that, too.
Yeah. I mean, just because somebody's super pregnant doesn't mean that it's weird to have sex.
No.
I mean, if you are overthinking it, yeah.
Yes, if you overthink it, and if all of a sudden you feel like
you're worried that you're going to hurt the baby, or
felt the baby move or something, that's weird, I guess. But like, these are all things that are very look pastable.
909 said I had aggressive pink eye and still had sex. That's if you're looking the person in the eye. I understand that would be gross. But
Michael, I have a feeling this is going to be a bunch of guys that are going, I had sex when I was motionless from the neck down. And women are going to be like, I had a hangnail and I decided to wait for a while.
An eyelash fell weird.
Hey, Michael, you're on KROQ. Hi.
How you doing? Good morning. Hey, real quick, I had a friend that's a doctor told me a story about a patient that had a fractured pelvis. So he was elevated off the table and up in strings, and his girlfriend, they caught him one night at the hospital. She was pleasuring him and having sex with him.
In the room?
In the room.
Hey, that's even in the hospital. This guy's elevated off the goddamn...
Couldn't even wait till you got home.
Joanna on KROQ, finally a female perspective. Yes, hi.
Hi, good morning. I did just want to let you know, I think you should definitely let your wife heal for a little while, give sex a break, because I had a partner who had his collarbone broken.
Yes.
And we did not let that heal. Unfortunately, it's shifted, and now there's like a really ugly lump just sticking out of the collarbone area, and it looks really gross.
Because you had sex while you had the broken collarbone?
Yeah.
You think that's the reason it didn't heal properly?
What's that?
That's why you don't think it healed properly?
Yeah. They told him like he couldn't do like any movement whatsoever.
No.
He had
any movement whatsoever. That's impossible.
Yeah, I did break my collarbone before. That one sucks.
And I think that one, if you are having sex, you're doing things with your body that you can't really control or you're not thinking about.
By the way, I think a dude would wear that as like a badge of honor. He's like,
course.
You see this?
You see this collarbone lump?
Yeah.
Some sex. I couldn't stop. I was a machine.
I earned this. Michael on KROQ. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So, I had penis surgery. And
how small was it?
It wasn't about the smallness. It was just for some penis surgery I had. And,
it was just for some penis surgery,
right? Anyways, while I was healing, it swelled up really big, and my girlfriend's all, "Would it be crazy if we had sex right now?"
Oh man, you're so lucky.
Ugh,
God, what a great girlfriend.
So she brought it up, and you said, "What if can be?"
I'm the one in fucking stitches.
Whoa, you can't say that word. Hold on. The story's great up until you start swearing. We can't have all that.
Well, I'm glad your generic penis surgery went well.
All right, well. She thought it was all swollen up just because it finally got brought to a normal size.
Oh, my God, finally. What if we had sex now so I could feel it?
All right, relax. Thank you all for making me feel better about the situation that I'm now currently in.
Well, you can send her this break.
I'm going to send her this exact moment of the podcast, and she can take a listen at her leisure. It's time for your high-deas. We're going to open up clear out all these great stories on the phone. I wish we get to all of them. We can't. It's time for high-deas to win yourself a trip 13,000 feet high to Breckenridge, Colorado to hang with us at Hotel Alpenrock. And if you want in, we need your high-deas for the Dank Tank, and that is next.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe. Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the Blarney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly give them a standby boarding list. Courtesy of ICLG. KROQ Mile High Club, Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
High-deas usually results in a high profit. We could invest our own money into your high-deas, but right now we're investing more than money. A trip, memories that will last you a lifetime. If you bring us the best high-dea in this edition of the Dank Tank, listen to what we have in store for you. You will win a trip with Klein and Ally Show live at Hotel Alpenrock in Breckenridge, Colorado, which includes round-trip airfare for two, a 3-night hotel stay at Hotel Alpenrock. It's happening early March. We've got to fill the plane this week, though, and you have to, of course, you also get lift tickets, by the way, for Breckenridge Mountain. So your high-dea will literally get you 13,000 feet high for some of the greatest skiing, snowboarding on the planet, and an unbelievable hang with us at the Hotel Alpenrock, which has got the ski valet and a million other things that you will not believe until you see and experience yourself. So,
yeah, and a lot of DMs and people just wondering if we don't win, can we still somehow get there? And they are working on that, I believe, to have people, reserve a room themselves. If you want to get there yourself, go for it.
Well, we'd love to take care of everything for you and give you an immediate trip to kick off 2026 with us and a live show that will be there as well. And the Dank Tank works like this. You bring us any idea or high-dea, no matter how good or stupid. It could be weed-related. It could just be a idea you had while you were high that you thought would be fun and no one's ever done anything with it, like the stackable steak restaurant called Steak Stacks that we came up with earlier today on the show. These are all high-deas, and we will take them right now in the Dank Tank.
My idea is called the Blunt Etiquette Book. Lego or Connect set that you can put together, and you got your pipe or ball. It's called the Dankometer.
Bug repellent, if they could make it smokable.
Instead of having a tree in your mirror, we're going to have, weed leaves hanging, bruh. It's lighting for your mouth. We should put popcorn out of business and start serving mac and cheese.
Make our way first on the phones right now. First high-dea out of the gate is David on line 3. And
David.
Go ahead, David. Welcome to the Dank Tank. What do you got for us?
Well, my high idea is glow-in-the-dark remote control, because you're always using remote. So glow-in-the-dark remote control, which I've already have made by going to Home Depot and getting glow-in-the-dark paint, and it works.
So you have a prototype that you're currently using in your own house where you put glow-in-the-dark paint on your own remote control.
And I call it the Guru.
You call it the what now?
The Guru.
That name doesn't really help at all, but I do.
In high school.
You had a real glow? I mean, I know they used to make the buttons on the remotes kind of glow-in-the-dark-ish, but that's not really helpful after a while. It loses the glow.
It does, because it's like any glow-in-the-dark sticker. It has to have sun exposure or light exposure
Immediate
for
light
it
exposure.
to glow. It won't glow all night long.
Also, it's the same.
But also, if the remote is buried in between your cushions or your couch, the glow, unless that becomes a radioactive level glow, you're not going to see it anyway. I like it. In theory, he's solving a problem. It's a real problem.
No, I think that all remotes should have, you know how when you can ping your phone and it makes a sound? Like, I don't know why we don't have that on every single remote.
Yeah, right. There's a million things we could do to make that system better, or better yet, some sort of a remote Roomba where you just go, remote here, and it finds its way to you.
I think they want us to lose the remotes.
Of course they do. Of course. That's why I have said very easily they could solve this problem by when you buy a new TV, it comes with multiple remote. They only give you one remote for the TV. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. And then you have to figure out how to make another remote work, which is impossible.
So we move on. First idea, glow-in-the-dark remote called the Guru. We say hi to Lisa on KROQ. It is the Dank Tank. High-deas with a big trip up for grabs at the end. What's up, Lisa?
All right, my idea is high goggles. So you put them on when you want to feel high and you're high, and then you take them off when you have to go to work or your kid's screaming and need you. So it's like drunk goggles, but high goggles.
You know,
so
it'd
makes
be
you high
interesting on the ski slope to use this, right?
Yeah,
to have high goggles.
Could use them at this,
But how would you replicate the feeling of being high other than just, you could do some stuff distorting, I guess. You could create, I know they have a lot of people that like to do these fake mushroom trips where they're able to use.
Oh, I guess I thought that there would be some kind of a vapor that would be weed that would be absorbed through your eyeballs and actually make you high.
I don't think you're high at all.
No?
I think
you're not high. It's just a pretend high?
Microdosing high.
It's pretend high, because the idea is that you can shut it off in a second if you have to. It's one of the worst parts about getting really high.
Got
it.
it.
All of a sudden you're really high, then you get a call. Your boss is like, need you to do this right away. You're like, oh, man.
Huh. So if you just want to be high for 5 minutes, you can put on the goggles and then take them off. That's interesting.
Josh, welcome to the Dank Tank. We're looking for your high-deas. We've got a spot on our trip that will include your airfare, your lift tickets, and your stay at Hotel Alpenrock. What's up?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I came up with an idea a while ago called Bacon to Go.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is I want to take the technology from like hand warmers and make a packet with bacon in it, so you could like warm the bacon to put it like on a cheeseburger or just snack on bacon if you're feeling bacon.
You know, you open those things and then it like you have to squeeze it back and forth, the heat pack,
The
and
hand
then it
warmers,
starts.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but if you open it almost like a glow stick, you crack it, and then all of a sudden it's getting warm and cooking the bacon.
Are you suggesting, and I don't think you are, but I wish you were, some sort of a wearable hand warmer that you could then eat, and inside of it is bacon bits?
I mean, you could put them together. I think that could work.
Yeah,
You cracked a piece of bacon like a glow stick.
You crack it. It creates a little heat, so and then at the end, instead of just throwing that thing in the trash, you open it up and you eat it. Oh, bacon, slice
Or
of
if
bacon.
you're like you go to a restaurant and it
that
doesn't.
would be good for tailgates.
Yeah,
Oh my
be good
God,
for
that
everything.
would be amazing.
Tailgates, up on the mountain, little chairlift snack.
Yeah, before you go down the slope, you're like, oh, I'm just going to crack a little bacon.
It does.
All right, winner, next segment.
It's a great idea. It is interesting when you think about the hand warmer technology. It's pretty cool when you have those things, right? You just have this little packet, you smash it.
Yeah, we
and all
used
of a
them on
sudden-
our trip, and I was always so amazed.
Right.
I'm like, still warm. It's
yes,
still warm.
but you are, but there's nothing to eat if there was a secondary layer within the hand warmer. So you get the hand warmer, but then it's also cooking something.
Yeah,
for
but
you.
if you forget about it in your pocket, isn't that going to be a problem, or does bacon just kind of always stay
I
good?
think bacon's always good.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea. Sam, welcome to KROQ. These are all ideas that you would have told a friend to. They would have said, shut up, you're being stupid. But not here. We celebrate these things. What's up, Sam?
Hey, good morning. So my idea is windshield wipers, but for the rest of your windows. So, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you have that condensation, and you think, I'm going to roll my windows down and that it'll squeegee it, but they come back up and they're super dirty. How about you have a squeegee with water inside the doors so the window comes up pristine?
Are you talking about windshield wipers on the side of all windows of the car, or are you talking about squeegees now?
Windshield wipers, but they're hidden inside the doors. They're basically like sponges and squeegees. So you wouldn't have to see them. There's not this big mechanism wiping across your window.
I do like the idea of an inside the car wiper as well as an outside the car wiper, because sometimes, when you can't see, and it's usually, whatever, because
You
it's
mean
hot.
you put on the defroster?
Before that,
you don't have
sometime-
any patience?
Yes, exactly. An inside wiper.
So you want to have one inside wiper for that one scenario?
Yeah,
For
happens
the
a lot.
4 days a year where it's cold?
Happens a lot, more than 4 days a year. All right, that's interesting. We say hi now to... these are some really good ideas, Allie. Maybe the best batch of ideas yet, but maybe it's the best prize yet, so that's why.
Inside car squeegee. Where could we go from here?
Let me say hi to Andre on KROQ. Good morning. You're in the Dank Tank, Andre.
Hey, sweet dibs. All right, my idea is that you get a shoe that has a little compartment, and you can put your pipe and weed inside of it. So any time you're just chilling out, you can just pull it out, and boom, right there.
I think they have shoes with compartments, hidden compartment shoes. It's not a new thing.
Well, the hidden compartment is the sock.
Right.
That's where you put everything.
But, yeah, it's something that exists in some way, shape, or form. David on KROQ. Hi, good morning. Oh, Dave, excuse me.
Hey, good morning, guys. All right, so here's my idea. This is a great idea for the hotel room in Breckenridge. So what you do is you take an old toilet paper roll and you stuff it with fabric sheets. And so when you're toking inside your room, you just blow through the roll.
You're talking about a spoof.
He's talking about a spoof.
That
Come on,
exists.
sir. That exists. Please.
Great idea.
Do you think in your mind that you invented this?
That's my idea. We all know this. The
I got
spoof.
an idea. You make a bong out of an apple.
Yeah.
Also, once again,
Your
that's-
idea is everyone else's idea for generations.
That's already a thing. That's a thing.
But it's a great thing. That got me out of a lot of scenarios. I was living next to the RA in college. I had just gotten to
placement.
it's a terrible
Worst
place,
placement to
especially
get.
for two people who loved smoking weed and had a gravity bong. And we would blow out the gravity bong through the spoof, and the RA knocked on our door and said, "It's weird. It smells like weed in the hallway, but it doesn't smell in here.
You guys
I
must
guess you
just-
guys are okay."
You losers are just doing laundry again. Joseph, you're in the Dank Tank on KROQ. What's up?
Hey, y'all, sweet divots. My idea is the re-rake. It's a double rake so that when you're doing the lawn, it picks up all the leftovers.
Oh, so there's a rake, but then, like, in front of, like, in the back of it, another few inches later is a secondary rake?
Right, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
With finer teeth and wider comb, yeah, man, it
Oh.
works. I have a prototype. It works amazingly.
Omar, as our resident gardener, this concept of a re-rake is interesting because you do rake, and then sometimes there's just still a lot of shrapnel left behind.
Yeah.
A smaller rake trailing the bigger rake. He loves it.
Why stop at two? You can do 3, 4.
I don't know, because usually the movement of the rake, when you're actually doing the raking, you usually do a double double rake. That's the movement when you rake. You don't just do a one.
Yeah, all the time you say.
But that double rake turns into a quadruple rake. This eliminates the quadruple rake.
Yeah. See what he's doing? He's saving you time.
So you have like 4 of them attached to the same rake?
No, what I mean is like when you do the 2, you're going to do more than 2 naturally. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
this
then you're
eliminates all the rakes. You go down to 4. Excuse me, 2 instead of 4.
Right, and you're like
it seems
that
like
guy.
the tool itself might be a little cumbersome, I guess.
Of course it would be. Did you hear the other guy? He talked about hand warmers made of bacon. I mean, all right, listen.
This would be so big, you'd be like those guys dragging the infield at a baseball game.
Yeah, that's right. We have your final chance to bring us your ideas after Blink. Then we got to go ahead and give away this trip to Hotel Alpenrock, and that'll be next on KROQ. KROQ, Klein and Ally show. Wrapping up this Dank Tank, we heard a ton of ideas, many of them good, some of them very bad, and one of them will win you a trip with us to Breckenridge, Colorado, Hotel Alpenrock. An unbelievable, unforgettable weekend of skiing, snowboarding, live show, and so much more. Surprises, and more surprises, plus high altitude.
626 had a idea of a built-in pocket with your into your sweater and hoodie sleeve to store a vape or a blunt so you can just lift your arm and take a hit. But I think that a lot of those pockets exist already. We just don't use them for those purposes.
Tons of extra pockets. We figured out ways to hide pockets. Unless you're a woman, in which case you have non-functioning pockets.
No, we have no pockets because we have apparently nothing of value to store.
I think it's because you have a purse usually. Not you, Allie, but most women have a purse with them, so that's usually their place.
That's why they have a purse, because they don't have pockets.
Right, they had to make the purse because when I accidentally bought those lady pants, my big tip-off was that they had no pockets.
No pockets whatsoever.
They looked like they did.
Sometimes they hit us with fake pockets that look like pockets, but then there's nothing inside. You can't open them.
Hearing so many ideas, it was difficult, but we had a big discussion during that Blink song. And I think that the one that we think has the most potential and the thing that we'd like to experience and potentially try out as we take the show on the road to Colorado would be to wear the comfort of warmth and the deliciousness of bacon with the bacon to go hand-warming pack. And Josh, you brought us this idea, and how much time have you spent thinking about this in your life?
Oh, I've been thinking about this for like a year or 2. My wife says it's really stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you keep thinking about it and not doing anything about it.
Have you made any prototypes at all, or just really just something you keep bringing up to your wife?
I bought a hand warmer one time to try to find out how it worked, but that's the amount of research we've done.
I love that that's the only research, is just to buy one and go, how does this work?
And have you attempted to ever cook bacon using the heat of a hand warmer?
No, but I might now.
Okay.
Wait, one more question. Is the bacon in your prototype, is it already cooked and you're just warming it, or are you cooking the bacon using the hand warmer?
Yeah, so the idea is that it's cooked, like it's mostly cooked, like floppy bacon, and then the heat from the warmer would be like the final.
Yeah, you know that microwavable bacon, it's the pre-cooked, but you just got to put it in the microwave for 15 seconds, and then it's ready to go.
Always real chewy, but it's
not
good
as
anyway.
Good, but it's still good. Well, listen, your idea was just exactly what we were looking for. We'd love to invite you to join us on this trip to Hotel Alpenrock in Breckenridge, Colorado, if you're in.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Great.
You can tell your wife, that stupid idea that I keep bringing up to you every year or 2? It got us a great trip.
It got us on vacation.
There
baby.
you go.
All right, we will see you on the plane. Hang tight. Thank you for that. I would like a prototype on the ready so that we can all experience that at Alpenrock, okay?
All right, I'll have it for you guys.
All right, great. Thank you. We'll see you on the plane. Another chance for you to win another trip tomorrow on the show. And more details about that on our Instagram at Klein Ally Show. Quick break, back with your news. And then we have another spot for you on the standby boarding list so you can go see Yungblud in Dublin, Ireland. That's coming up in less than 15 minutes here on KROQ.
Klein Ally.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein and Ally Show.
Time. Now this is your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's a thing that's now legal in L.A., even though I had no idea it was illegal in the first place. I love learning about these things. Playing catch in the street has been illegal for over 70 years in the city of L.A., but not anymore. L.A. City Council has just unanimously repealed the law that started back in the 50s, making it illegal to play catch or any sport on a public street or even in a public park. Specifically, the law said no person shall play ball or any game of sport with a ball or football or throw, cast, shoot, or discharge any stone, pellet, bullet, arrow, or any other missile in, over, across, along, or upon any street or sidewalk or in any public
Well, I
park.
stand by the bullet and the arrow part.
And the missile, probably.
And the missile part. Yeah, I think
that's the fun.
we shouldn't be playing
those are the best ones.
missiles in the streets. But I do agree.
Never played Catch the Missile?
No, but that sounds like a very homoerotic game, Allie. It sure does.
You could do 6 months in jail for this, according to the previously existing
So
law.
I get the one on the street, but the public park? That's what the public park's made for.
It said unless the section of the park is made specifically for that purpose, you can't just, hey, let's play catch
Section
right
of the
here.
park, the park.
Well, the
Right.
park I go to has a sign when you go in that says all of the things that are not allowed there. And it's most of the things that you would think would happen in a park. No dogs off leash, no riding a bike. I think it says no laughing. It's got like a bunch of no's. You can't do that.
What kind of uppity park are you going to, man?
It's a regular public park. Public
Doesn't
park.
sound like it.
A
bunch of rules?
A bunch of rules. No drinking at the park. No bounce houses at the park.
Everything that made parks parks.
Everything that made parks fun. They shut it down. I'm sure it's because over the years, each thing led to a problem, so they're going to just add it to the list.
Well, and as a teenager, where am I supposed to drink? Like when you're a teenager, that's where you go to drink is the park. I would go to the park and I would go inside that little tube slide because nobody could see us there. And we would just take turns, drinking straight out of a bottle.
You'd all be sitting inside the tube slide? Mm-hmm. What an uncomfortable, sad way to drink.
No, it was fun.
I mean,
What happened when a kid wants to go down it?
No, this was at night when there were no kids there.
Yeah, wait your turn,
And then
Tommy.
we would be woken up by the children in the morning.
They're all sharing a box of Franzia in the slide. Let them finish.
No, I think that was a Goldschlager night.
Ah, nice.
All right, we keep hearing about how people are drinking less and less, speaking of drinking. And though Johnny is reversing that trend by drinking every day, there is a new trend that's kind of interesting. Things are taking a weird turn. So a lot of people, we know, are moving to edibles and stuff like that to create this kind of gentle buzz and then maybe have a drink or two when you're out at the bar. But there's a new term called zebra striping. So people are alternating an alcoholic drink with a non-alcoholic drink when they go to a bar. Otherwise known as pussy.
Oh, right. Pussy striping.
Yeah.
We know about this. This has been around for a while.
Can't play that in the street.
Yeah.
So you would do a cocktail or a beer, and then you would do a Diet Coke, and then you'd go back and forth. But I thought you could just eliminate, that just sounds like a waste of money to me. Why not just slow your pace?
Sure, slow down or get a larger one. And
Yeah,
sip
or
it.
get like a seltzer water or something that you don't really have to pay much for.
That person didn't zebra stripe.
She was-
They went full striping all the time. But, Allie, sometimes you get a server, if you're at a table and ordering booze, or even a bartender, and they're so good that as you are, let's just call it 40% of the way through your first drink, they're already like...
Anticipating,
hey, you want me to get another one of these going for you?
I love that because I don't like having an empty drink for too long.
And they're smart because they also know that if they can get the person past 2 or 3, there's probably a better chance they're going to get to 6 or 7.
And some servers have a great way of making things seem free when they're not. Like, oh, should I take care of you guys and get yourself another round? And it's like, yeah, but you don't realize you're being charged like $18 a drink or something like that. They just make it seem so fun.
Also, on the nights I do go out, usually if I go out to dinner with my family, I will try to only have one drink because I feel like that's more responsible than having multiple.
Because it is.
But I do feel so disappointed when the person comes back and they're like, you want another one of those? And I go it's just going to be one for me tonight. And I feel like they're let down and I'm let down and I still want to let them know, but that's not me in general.
But 2 drinks I feel like is perfect because you've got a nice little buzz going and then by the end of the dinner, you're totally fine to drive home.
Yeah, no, I know. 2 to me very quickly could become 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Oh, that's the threshold for you? Like once you do 2,
if I say
then
one, I say one, and then usually one for me really means one, and then I finish like my wife's drink, so that's kind of like 2 almost.
Ah, yeah.
Then I finish my kids' drinks.
You have to finish her Cosmo or whatever.
He's striping.
Yeah, I'm striping, baby.
Yes, we are drug.
Okay, thank you. That's my inner voice.
And then finally, 2 guys were arrested for something that many people would think is ridiculous, dumb, dangerous. But in my opinion, I think we've all thought about doing this.
Teens riding on top of a moving train in San Diego has now led to 2 arrests. Video shows one of the teens surfing on top of the train while the other lies flat on his stomach. Witnesses say one of them was holding a cell phone, apparently recording the dangerous stunt. Deputies were able to identify the 2 teenagers, both 18 years old. Both were arrested and released.
But every movie has every good action movie has some kind of top of the train sequence where you're jumping between the cars and then, oh no, we're going through a tunnel. I got to get flat. I mean, it's classic Indiana Jones stuff. And I feel like most of us, if we got on top of a train, would just die. But the desire to do this is strong.
Listen, you've seen the crowd inside of a train. It's probably safer up on top. I mean, I'm saying, in general, it's your option. You want a real good viral video. It's you actually trying to survive.
Excuse me, a nice homeless man wrote me a love note last time I was on a train.
We'll play you some Turnstile, and then we will kick off a brand new hour of the show. And we will guarantee that it will be the greatest hour of your life. It's only a moment to find out. Keep listening. Klein Alley Show, KROQ starts next.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The sonic pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
Caller 20, let's go right now. Get your name on a standby boarding list so that we can send you to Dublin, Ireland to see some Yungblud. If you'd like in on that, give us a call now, 800-520-1067. Claim your spot on the standby list, and we call you back and give you the good news. You're packing your bags, your passport, doing some international travel in 2026. And that is all part of KROQ's Mile High Club. Every single hour, more spots, more names go on the list. And even after it's all completed, I always think to myself, there's going to be thousands of names on there. No one's going to have a chance. It's not that many names. So just by calling right now and getting through or doing it next hour, you have a good chance of doing some international travel in your future. We are Klein Alley Show. I'm Klein. That's Alley.
Hello.
That is DJ Omar Khan there.
Hey.
Jake the Nerd.
What's that, man?
Jake the Nerd, a couple calls about you being a coffee guy this year on the GOAT line.
Hey, this message is for Jake. Dude, serious question. So since you already have, like, butt problems, you're going to become an espresso guy? You're drinking all this espresso? If it's not doing it yet, dude, I'm telling you right now, you keep that up, you're going to get mud butt. I think you need to consider that before it's too late. Just go back to the energy drinks, man. Coffee's not for people with butt problems. Alrighty, love the show. Sweet diz. Bye.
You know, much worse than the mud butt is the fact that Jake now does that move where he stands in the hall holding his coffee mug with his arms crossed, very much.
He's break room guy.
Yeah, and he just stands around there in the break room waiting.
I'm making conversation.
Waiting for anyone to walk by him so he can just kind of do the, hey, just pleasant guy here with a coffee cup.
Yeah, he's like Larry. Larry's always around here filling his coffee, talking with the coffee. He's always got the coffee in his hands, coffee guy.
Jake's trying to be that guy, which is super annoying.
A mug, makes me feel like I'm an authority figure.
Well, you're not, though.
It makes me feel that way.
I understand, but you just got a phone call about your mud butt. So does that make you feel less authoritative?
No. Because it actually has had the opposite effect.
That is the next customized mug we will get for Jake.
mud
butt.
No, I'll take it.
That'll be your conversation with people.
Super insulting mugs.
How's it going there? Mud butt here.
Joe in Corona, good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning.
You are the 20th caller at this exact moment, so you're going to be on a standby list. We'll call you back hopefully next week with the good news that you're off to see some Yungblud, all right?
Sounds good, thank you.
Hang tight right there. Let's clear out these phones so that we can get Postmaster Johnny in the studio for a lightning round of Johnny Doesn't Know. One question stands between him and you and idiocy, and that will be after this. If you'd like to play, call us now, 800-520-1067. That is next on KROQ. You're listening to Pigman Alley every morning here on KROQ, and we got a little round of Johnny Doesn't Know to get to in just a moment. If you are able to successfully predict, will Johnny know or not know the answer to one basic, simple question, we have for you something pretty incredible. You will win yourself instant access to join In-N-Out Burger for the Slave to Nothing Foundation's Cruising to Freedom event. Fuel the fight against human trafficking happening this Saturday, Redondo Beach, which will include for you tickets to the car show, entry, dinner, commemorative T-shirt, gifts, merch, all that good stuff. And you just have to predict, will Johnny know or not know an answer to one very simple question. Johnny, before we get into Johnny Doesn't Know, you are in a quest this year to drink. This will be the wettest January you've ever had. And you've been drinking different things every day. What is it that you're going to drink today?
Today I'm going to be drinking Happy Dad Hard Seltzer.
Hard seltzer.
Oh, hard seltzer. You went basic bitch. I love it.
Lots of different types of hard seltzers out there. It's a whole category that didn't exist a few years ago now. Good luck not finding hard seltzers. Whenever you're ready to crack that, I actually think Johnny may enjoy this because I think this is
this is the easiest drink.
So what's the flavor? By your guys' response, this isn't like a real beer. It's a raspberry.
It's not beer.
It's not beer.
Right.
Let's learn this together.
Did you think that was beer?
I mean, it looks like a beer.
But did you hear what you said out loud?
Hard seltzer?
So you think that means beer?
It's in the alcohol world, isn't it?
Everything you're drinking, goddammit, is in the alcohol world. That
right?
is, yes.
So what do you think a hard seltzer is made of, Johnny?
I can't open it.
You can't even open the can. It's a regular
Dude,
can.
that's a lady drink. I just cut my nails. There you go.
With a lady statement to go with that lady
That's
drink.
a lady drink. All right. Well, Johnny's wearing his neon pink hat in here. You can watch him try this for the first time on YouTube right now. He's taking a sniff.
This smells like candy. This is like candy water.
All right.
Can I try
Candy
it?
water. Go ahead. Give it a drink. This is Johnny. Another day of drinking for Johnny.
You don't like it?
It tastes like sparkling water. I hate sparkling water.
What?
Sparkling water tastes like
Too crazy for you?
It tastes like you're drinking electricity or something.
Yeah, I know. It's got alcohol in it, too, which is a big bonus.
Like I'm drinking quarters or
wait,
something.
So you're not.
Oh, it's raspberry flavor.
Raspberry, gluten-free, 5% alcohol.
All the white girl buzzwords.
Every booze Johnny's tried is like, I'm drinking a couple quarters. I'm drinking a pencil. I'm drinking all these things he relates it to. You can't.
This tastes like pennies. You ever licked a penny when you were a kid?
That does not taste like pennies.
Maybe that's the can he's talking about more than the actual drink itself.
I think, you're just tasting the metal of the can.
Yeah, you're not just drinking out of cans, maybe.
Well, I have to lick the can because I have to put my lips
You
to
don't have
it.
to lick the can, you weirdo.
Yeah, anyways.
All right, Johnny. So you don't like that? Not one of your favorites?
Trash. I hate
it. All right, chug a lug, buddy.
This will not affect you.
You could drink one of those, and you would be unfit.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think you'd be more sober at the end.
May hurt
I've had like 5 of those things and felt nothing.
I don't like the taste of this one.
It's hurting Johnny's vagina.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. It's time for one question. It's a sudden death round of Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, your possible categories today could include Canadian cities, could include national marine sanctuaries, the Roosevelts, quantum physics, or love. Love. Which category would you like a question from? It's a one and done. Johnny Doesn't Know.
Let's go love.
Really? Don't want to go with quantum physics? I'm surprised. We say hi now to the person you'll be playing for. This is Ali.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Hi. Good morning.
Aaliyah.
Welcome to KROQ. All you have to do is predict will Johnny know or not know the answer to this basic question about love is the category. And here we go, Johnny. Massachusetts is the first state to allow marriage between these two types of people. Will Johnny know, yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't think so.
Johnny, one question. One and done. Johnny doesn't know.
Well, it's not going to be gays, I think, because they seem like the last state to kind of authorize that, because they seem like a very yeehaw kind of maybe racist.
You think Massachusetts is yeehaw?
Yeah.
You know where it's located? I should have just.
Boston. Wait, sorry. Boston, Massachusetts is the same place. Sorry, my bad.
Where do you think Massachusetts was?
I was thinking of Tennessee in my head, and I was thinking of Missouri. My bad. My mistake. That reverts the question. Okay, then let's go. They were the first state to legalize marrying between man and inanimate object.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Because I think Allie reported on an A.D.D news, some guy married a car and it was legal in Massachusetts or something like that.
Right.
I don't think I've ever talked about a story like that in my life.
I remember that news.
You remember that story?
Of course.
No way. No one remembers it because it didn't happen.
It never happened. So you're saying of all of the options out there, you believe Massachusetts was the first state to allow marriage between a person and a inanimate object.
Okay, you know what? I take it back. Animals. Bestiality.
Oh my God.
Person and animal.
Yeah, man and dog.
Even though his question was these two types of people.
That's okay. Don't even get caught up on that. He's given us two answers that don't involve people at all.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, listen, you did say he would not know, and surprisingly, but also not surprisingly, Johnny did not know. The correct answer, Johnny, is Massachusetts the first state to allow marriage between two gay people.
Oh, they were the first?
Gays, yeah.
Not even in California.
No.
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
Took a while for it to travel to the west.
Damn.
And then Allie was forced to have to propose to her wife shortly after because she didn't want to. She said, we can't legally do it.
I fooled her for a while. I said, nope, still illegal.
It can't do
illegal
it.
for us.
Illegal. So there you go. Johnny did not know. Hold on 1 second. You win yourself that amazing
Still hoping they reverse it.
In and out experience. Aren't we all, baby? Quick break. We're back in a moment with an AMA with a surgery nurse, a surgical nurse that spends a lot of time standing in there watching surgeries take place. And we are always wrong, apparently, she says, whenever we talk about the way surgeries go. So any question you've ever had for a surgical nurse, that'll be next on KROQ.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club.
Your favorite KROQ bands all across the globe.
Destination 1. Grab a pint. Kiss the Blarney Stone. Pretend you understand rugby. When you see Yungblud in Dublin.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud.
Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy by CLG. KROQ Mile High Club Destination 1. Yungblud in Ireland. Keep listening to win.
The world famous KROQ.
Experts in their field agreeing to join us so that we can have questions answered, things we've always wanted to know. We're about to say hi to someone who has spent a lot of their life as a surgical nurse, operating rooms for north of 15 years. Every type of surgery they've been a part of or watched happen, real deal what goes on when the patients are under. Some of it's salacious. I mean, you know, we always ask questions like, I've got a lot of theories about it. You don't want to be the last surgery before lunch because everyone's probably just hungry and probably just decides, sew them up or not. Let's go. We got food waiting.
Well, this woman, I believe, volunteered herself for an AMA because she has heard us talk about medical things and says we have never once got it right.
Right, never once. And that's crazy because we say a lot of stuff about things that happen. So to be wrong,
we've learned from Google.
To be wrong every single time is incredible. And she wants that to come to an end immediately. This is the real-life Nurse Jackie on KROQ right now. Good morning, Nurse Jackie.
Hi, guys. Hi, Klein and Ally. Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs, and thank you for agreeing to come on with us to bestow some of your knowledge onto us. So let's start with the obvious first question. How often do you guys take... That's not the obvious first question. That is a question, though. But how often do you guys take selfies with the person passed out on the table and pull up their robe to show their junk?
Never. Oh. We are legally, well, we'd be fired if we did that.
But if you all agreed to it, it's like, ha, funny.
Honestly, I've never done that. I mean, you see one, we see them all day long, every part of every person. So not that big of a deal. We don't need to take selfies or anything with your junk.
Now, when it comes to the operating table, you always hear these horror stories about, this person had surgical scissors left in their body and they didn't see it till later. How often does that actually happen, where you leave something inside of a patient?
So when you leave something inside of a patient, it is a major surgical breakdown. So it happens probably about maybe in my
Don't say once a week. Don't say once a week.
No, I was going to say once a year, maybe.
Oh, man,
still a lot.
Seems like a lot, yeah.
But that's it. I mean, across all hospitals, in all states.
Oh, okay.
I would just say once a year that happens.
How often do people wake up? I think a lot of the people's biggest fear is that whatever they're on, whatever they've been given, whether it's Twilight or local or they got the gas or the propofol, that at some point their body's going to be like, time for me to wake up. And then people have told these horror stories of waking up in the middle of surgery and not being able to speak to say, like, I see what's happening, but seeing themselves being surgeried on or whatever. Does that happen? No, I'm not a doctor.
Very professional.
Does that happen often, Nurse Jackie?
So yeah, it can happen. That's just because you had a terrible anesthesiologist who didn't calculate your body weight correctly and how much you needed to stay under. So that does happen, and I've seen it happen, and I hate to see it happen. And I actually kind of yell at the anesthesiologist because that's their job, to keep the patient asleep. No one wants to wake up during surgery. No one wants to have that feeling.
But that happens a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot. Probably about, it just depends. So you have really, really, really good anesthesiologists, and then you have not so great ones.
I didn't know there were so many not so great ones. I thought they were all great.
Yeah, I think the not so great ones are the ones that got into it because they like the propofol themselves. So I got to get me some propofol.
Yeah, we've had some. I've known some instances where the anesthesiologists have gotten high on their own supply.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, they're no longer with us in the sense of a job.
So when they usually say after the surgery, everything went great.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Because they gave me that crap.
How often did it not really go so great?
Right,
And you're just saying it went great.
Right, everyone says that, right?
So, yeah, we do. A lot of the times we do say everything went great. That's just because a lot of times everything does go great. Now, when things don't go great, we don't want to get the patient too stressed out, so they have another complication. When they're off of the anesthesia, when they're then the surgeon will let them know what really happened.
So they'll say everything went great regardless. They'll look calm, and then when the meds kick off, they go, hey, by the way...
You have 24 hours.
You know that whole great speech I gave? Forget it. Disregard all that.
You were all loopy for that. Here's the real thing.
Okay. So that is the first thing they always say. Do you ever, because this is what I would do if I had your job. So you're there when the people wake up out of the anesthesia. Do you ever pretend that it's a long time into the future and they've been sleeping for years and like the Jets are good at football or something? Do you ever do that fun gag?
I would... I have done some funny things, but no, I've never told someone they've been asleep for longer than they have. I did have a lady wake up. She went to sleep reciting her favorite barbecue recipe, and then when she woke up, she was at the exact same spot in her recipe.
Wow,
it was wild.
And brown sugar.
I bet I know what that surgery was.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely
Bypass? Yeah.
Big time.
Now, what about the rumor that nurses usually know more about what's going on than the doctors? Do you
here we
believe
go.
that to be true?
100%.
So
Really?
most of the time the nurses have more knowledge than the doctors.
In terms of, let's say you want a recommendation for a surgeon, yes, ask a nurse. They know 100% more of who's better than who. In terms of the actual surgical process, the nurses don't know better than the surgeon unless you're actually there assisting all the time.
Right.
We don't actually know. We know which surgeon has better outcomes than others, but... yeah, that's about as far as the nurses. On the floor, the nurses definitely know, I think, more what's going on with the patients than the doctors do.
Great question from 714 on the text line. How often do doctors/nurses check their own personal phones during a surgery?
So, yeah, this is a problem. Surgeons...
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Another problem.
No. Sorry. Surgeons have the nurse check their phones if they get an important... call or text
What qualifies as an important call?
If they are on call.
Oh, okay. So it's work related.
Call from the yes, work related. Nurses being on their phone during the surgery. That's what I think is a problem. I don't think they should be on their phones. Sometimes they are.
Phones are like the dirtiest things on the planet. So you got this entire room; it's been sterilized.
You wash your hands
gloves,
for like 45 minutes in
then
that
they're
giant sink.
And now having my phone that's caked in fecal.
Ugh.
No one in the surgical field would use their phone. The surgeons ask the nurses to check their messages. Which is annoying.
And I don't know what percentage of the surgeries you're a part of are elective versus medically necessary, but when you look at the results of what I have done, which I was told will look normal in 3 to 6 months, do you think I stand a chance? My guy said, quote, it went great. Clearly, if you see any pictures or watching this on YouTube, it didn't go great. So do I have a chance of ever looking normal again, or will I have to join the circus?
No, Klein, you will look handsome soon. I think the guy...
She's a good liar.
Yeah, you guys are good with this story.
I think your surgeon maybe just went a little bit too far with the nostrils. A little bit too much shaved off.
Sadly, I had no choice. That was the only way I was getting air. The nostrils, there was a non-negotiable. It had to be made bigger.
They got to open them up.
They had to open them up.
What?
They had to pry those things
call
open.
Call me. I'll give you a better recommendation.
What about, can we come up with a better solution than gauze? Gauze, I just think, is so... You keep packing it in, and then it dries up, and then you got to replace the gauze all the time. If there's one drop of blood, all the gauze becomes useless. Have we not come up with something better by now in the medical field?
We definitely have. Yeah, we have a lot of great dressings that we use in surgery and in hospitals. But yeah, gauze is quite annoying. I agree with you, Allie. But yeah, we have better dressings.
And how often are the doctors having affairs with the nurses? Like, it's one of those big things we always hear about. Like, oh, that doctor is playing nice with that nurse because they're sleeping together behind the scenes. Is that a thing you've noticed?
Oh, yeah. Yes. So we had this one traveler nurse that came through, and she slept with so many anesthesiologists, surgeons.
Cool.
She was getting gifts from every single one of them. No one knew this was happening. So, yes, this definitely does happen, and it happens between coworkers and closets. I mean, that part does definitely happen. You got to have fun at work, right?
Yeah, that sounds very exciting. More exciting than our workplace.
And during the surgery, this is a question on the text line from 818. How often are you guys talking about, like, just regular, like, things? Like, oh, how's the kids? How's life? Like, what shows you watching on TV? Are you having those conversations during the surgery?
Depends on the criticalness of the surgery. But if it's just an elective surgery, like we're taking out an appendix or a gallbladder, yeah, we'll have those conversations because we all know what we're doing, and we're all really at least I know what I'm doing, and I work with surgeons that know what they're doing, so we can have those conversations and still do our daily functions and be just fine.
Ever talk about the patient during the surgery? Like, oh, this guy's weird looking, or oh, this guy's hot, I want to peek under the sheet.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'm single, so if we have a cute patient coming in, I don't do any peeking, but I might give a little extra friendly attention to that person.
Anyone ever accidentally bone up during surgery? Guy?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh,
that's funny.
When we have to insert a Foley catheter, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's when that happens because we have to, manipulate.
Right. And you got a laugh, a good chuckle in there, or is it is that not funny anymore?
It just depends on who you're working with.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty fun person, so yeah, I'll chuckle. Why not?
What about the rumor that surgeons who work on the holidays or days off, stuff like that they are worse at their job? You're going to get a B team.
So that does sometimes happen.
At the Christmas crew.
Great.
I
should have
the
done this.
more senior ones, they have more seniority, so it's the newer ones that get the holidays. But not to say they're bad. They're just younger.
Right.
That's all.
That's just newer. All right. Well, wonderful. This has been a very eye-opening, sadly, look into the world of surgery. And thank
nostril
you.
opening.
And very nostril opening chat about surgery. A surgical nurse, Nurse Jackie, thank you so much for joining us to give us the details and all the information and to all these other questions that we couldn't get into. I wish we had time
To be
for.
continued. I'd love to check in with Nurse Jackie on anything that's going on.
We're going to keep your number on the ready in case we have any questions.
I am more than happy. It's great to talk to you guys.
All right, and thank you for listening to the show. Do you ever talk about this show during surgery with the other nurses?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Great. Well, that was
like, this nurse.
And no one knows what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's right. Someone's scalpel cut her throat. It's KROQ Klein and Ally show. Today's show at 800-520-1067. Then we'll turn things over to Sluggo, who will get you on that standby list again in about 20 minutes. So you can go see some Yungblud in Dublin, Ireland. Tomorrow back again with more of these trips, so you can come with us as we head to Breckenridge, Colorado, Alpenrock. It's going to be a great time, and we cannot wait to have you at the hotel. It's going to, just everything about it.
I'm getting really excited.
I am too. It's getting close, and we talked about last year. Never thought in a million years would happen. Now it's finally happening, and we can't wait to bring you with us on the trip. And many people are asking for different ways they can join us on the trip, and they're trying to tug at our heartstrings.
Hey guys, Sweet Divots, love your show. So yeah, I'm calling because my girlfriend and I, we've known each other for about 10 years now. We met at school, at college, rekindled, started studying for that test, and then one thing led to another. And 4 years later, we've been together, really happy. We both love your show. We bond about it all the time, always talking about all the funny things you guys do. You guys are hosting this trip to Colorado, skiing, snowboarding trip. I thought it would be like the perfect excuse to propose to her. I've been thinking about it for a while. I already have the ring.
Oh, you got that ring burning just right there, sitting there going, I got to figure out the time that'll make this special.
Oh, you put it in your jacket pocket, and then it slips out on the slope. Can't find it.
If you would like to pop that rock at Alpenrock, we are going to hear from couples, I think on Friday, that are dating, ready to take the next step, want to start 2026 with a plan to get married. And if that is you, or if that is something you are considering, make make sure to reach out, slide in the DMs, Klein and Ally Show, whatever the case may be, so that we can consider talking to you before Friday, where we will meet some couples that are looking to do exactly that so that we can have a live rock getting popped at Alpenrock. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
650, my takeaway is no laughing at the park.
No laughing at this park. No fun, no bounce houses, no nothing.
818, my takeaway is foos be crazy too.
That's right. Sometimes foos are crazy.
213, my takeaway is Jake is a loser. What is that echo?
I don't know, but I think someone's got our YouTube show on in the background.
818, my takeaway is watch out, TikTok shoppers. Pigman is here to sell you feet toasters.
Oh, get ready for your feet coasters coming soon. I got to get ready for that. Side hustle number 1. We'll see how it works out.
213, my takeaway is Steak Stack.
Steak Stack coming soon. The greatest way to enjoy food is stack form. We've already decided.
And 925, my takeaway is Massachusetts is a yeehaw state.
Sure is. Yeehaw, Massachusetts. They call it the Texas of the East, I believe. Allie, you have a takeaway?
My takeaway is cars are people, too.
That's right. Jake, takeaway?
Bitches be crazy, but foos be crazy, too.
Yeah, and DJ Omar Khan, you have a takeaway?
My takeaway is that Jake's a loser.
He is a loser. Have a great day.
I wanted to say that twice.
Do it tomorrow and try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, we've got the GOAT line open for you at 844.
Vanessa's the one that's mean.
Yeah, Vanessa said it. She's the mean one.
So
But we just said it twice again.
844. What did you call Vanessa? What did you call Jake?
Well, now I feel bad. He's okay.
But what did you say?
Now you feel bad?
What did you say earlier? You said something.
I was just saying, if you're just coming up with your resolution, you are a loser because I haven't been on socials, and it's driving me crazy.
Right.
She's losing it, man.
We'll take a break for the next few hours, and we'll get back together. If you need us in the meantime, you can find us. Please download the podcast. It means a lot. And check us out on YouTube and all that other stuff. All right, that's it. Omar, take us out. Don't stutter. Bye.
That they feel that that you know they feel that